Hello, everybody. Has it been I think it's been 2 months since I streamed this game. I'm Janine. I'm at Bleating Heart. I'm not really using X anymore. I'm trying to start using Blue Sky, but like everyone's boring there and weird. I don't like it as much. The vibes are off. I'm joined by Austin today.
Hi, hello.
How do you find the vibes?
They're a little off. I will say someone did just call someone who was being weird, that they said that they sounded like liberal Sephiroth, which I think is the first sign of life I felt over on Blue Sky.
Nature is healing.
Nature is healing, yeah. The weirdos are getting over onto Blue Sky.
Was that Sylvie?
Finally. It was not. It was just a random person. We don't have to get into this here. This is not the place.
It's fine.
More haters need to get onto Blue Sky. Which would include Sylvie as queen of the haters, you know?
True.
Haters complimentary, you know? Not pejorative in this case. So.
Yeah, fair. So
Life Makeover.
Yeah, because this is a special comeback. A return to Life Makeover after I took most of November off after all that Dragon Age.
I was gonna say, you had to do some other fantasy bullshit.
I had to
dress up.
Really.
Rook.
Yep, I had to do all that. So I should right out of the gate. You've watched some of these, right? You have an idea of what this game is.
I have a pretty strong idea of what this game is at this point. I am not coming in. I don't need the slideshow.
You don't need the PowerPoint, yeah.
The PowerPoint, I don't need it.
The currency slides.
There are things that I maybe don't know all the details of, but I've been paying attention, generally speaking.
All right.
I don't know that I could tell the boys apart.
Well,
I could.
You're gonna be able to after this.
Okay.
Because today is gonna be a boy-centric episode.
Okay.
Because I have still been playing this game mostly. I have unlocked a bunch of boys. I haven't advanced the story. I haven't advanced the side story things. I haven't really been reading the event stories because it's too much. It's too much. But
the event stories are the ones that are like the weeklies or the monthly. Whatever is happening in this video right here.
Yeah. This was some sort of event story where the demon from that other one came back, but she was in a fuzzy cat outfit or something. Or she was just a girl who had the same name. I don't know. She did also still seem to be a demon, though. I don't know if there was continuity or if they just reused the name. I don't know. But we just have so many boys, and a lot of them are very exciting, interesting boys.
Ooh, okay, I'm excited.
So I was like, I need to I can't spread these out. We need to just go in on the boys, you know?
I'm ready.
All right. Then I'm going to switch over. And I'm going to make sure the game audio.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. All right, so the current event is Marvel Reveal, and the outfits are Legend Quest and Myriad Wonder. I don't know what the story is here. I have not been reading it. Rose Corona Pack.
That's
does not include
boss
the outfit.
from Genshin.
Yeah.
That's what's her face.
Yeah, that's Senora.
Yeah. It's been a long time. That's her.
Rhyme Seclusion. Again, not the outfit. They're not selling the outfit. They're never selling the outfit.
That's a fabulous character, actually. That's actually a Perpetua character.
Scribbling that name down.
No, I had to message Sylvie today to be like, shit, are you set on this last name? Because I already used it for a character on the other side. And whoops, sorry.
Whoops.
So there's Sylvie now in the chat who says LMAO. Sylvie,
do you want to be Rhyme Seclusion? It's not too late.
Sylvie was already name Rhyme, and I had to be like, I made an ice character Rhyme with a Y. You can't be Rhyme. Well, I didn't say you can't be.
I mean, you could be Rhyme with an I. It'd be kind of a funny bit if you met them, but if you didn't meet them, it would just be confusing.
Seclusion's great. Yeah, you just split it up. Yeah.
Listen, we're workshopping live. Okay, wonder how that was like a
bunny cultivation.
Yeah, this is, again, not the outfit. It is just the thing in her hand. The handheld bunny behave.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
I
like
see.
a bell or something. And the mallet, I don't
Okay.
really know. I
Got it.
have this and I don't really know what it is.
Bunny cultivation is a what do you call it name from Palisade? Not an excerpt. Whew, wow. Sometimes you close the book on a thing you've been doing for 2 years and it just all leaves your brain. Anyway, we can continue. Do you think that that's Cherry Voyage or Cherry Voyage?
Wow.
You know?
I think,
I like the mouthfeel
I don't
of
know.
Voyage a lot more.
yeah, but Cherry Voyage sounds like you're saying like Cheery Voyage. It's like a weird like British French hybrid
Sure.
thing
That might
you
be a
yell
thing
at
in
someone
this
who's going
world.
on
We
a
don't know
cruise. Yeah, I
Right,
guess I
sure.
don't know. What about this?
Wonderbox Dream End Kiss. There's a lot of things here, huh?
What about this?
Trend Hotline.
Beachcombing
Beachcombing
Joy. And
Joy.
I like the little eyeballs, the little
The
googly
eyes are
eyes.
so funny.
This is so funny.
Trend Hotline Beachcombing Joy is a Hunter x Hunter Nen maneuver, I believe.
Yes,
So.
almost certainly.
Mm-hmm. And the Carpe Diem shirt is so funny. Wow, Rose Fantasy
There's this.
working on this gift to Nick's Rose.
Yeah, this is a repeat.
These are all ongoing?
This
Okay,
one's
I
a
see.
rerun.
Okay.
A lot of them aren't full outfits. Again, it's just like this one is an outfit and you get it by flipping goods to little animals that wait outside your house.
Okay. Oh, wait, the house. I forgot about the house.
Yeah.
Or
A lot of them though are just like, hey, right now we're
wash
selling this
dishes or
scene.
whatever, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't fuck with
okay.
that. I tried and it was just so boring. I was not interested in it. This is the
Privilege. This is a
outfit.
currency?
I
Oh.
don't know. These are
Mm.
passes. Privilege pass, exclusive pass.
Uh-huh.
And then it's for the like battle pass. This is the battle pass
Oh, I see.
in this game. Yeah, is that the last one? Oh, it is.
is.
Amazing.
Hey, you're reading the paper.
Yeah, I'm drifting off while
And
reading the paper.
I was gonna say, and dozing off.
It's a boring paper.
I
It doesn't
see.
even have real letters on it. It's all just like cubes.
Oh, is it fake? Okay, I see.
Just gonna real quick receive
Receive
some
all.
fashion stars
Okay.
and check in, grab some. No, fuck that.
What's the other way? They want to take stuff from you.
Because I missed the like window to claim it.
Oh, I see.
So they're
I
like,
see, I
if you
see.
give us 10,
Yeah.
we'll let you claim it. And I'm not gonna do
Mhm.
that. I don't care that much. Get out of here. I gotta find where the red dot is. Here we go. On
Oh,
this.
deeply annoying.
Yep. Very annoying. This is happening. Furniture.
Vintage trip. I thought it said vintage trio. No.
Limbo flame. Flames from the
Okay.
underworld ignite all worldly desires.
Yeah, my desires are ignited right now.
Just FYI. Oh wait, no, this is the battle pass. I don't know what the other thing is then. Because this is still the battle pass. Until the 17th.
Is this wicked?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
This is Life Makeover Wicked tie-in.
One day,
Yeah.
if Infinity Nikki goes big, you know, it could happen over there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, listen,
so
they had an
possible.
official Sanrio tie-in.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Both this and Love Nikki have had Sanrio tie-ins.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I mean, Shining Nikki had a Barbie tie-in, or Love Nikki. One of the Nikki's had a Barbie tie-in. There's also this one where
Who
a fox
is this?
asks you questions.
Uh-huh.
It's like a choose your own adventure thing. Do you want to jump off with the fox or battle to the end, ask the fox for another weapon? I think, what did I get before? Mushrooms.
This doesn't seem connected at all. You
Hey.
grabbed the submachine gun.
Yeah,
Okay.
only to find it's a toy squirt gun. You feel fooled, but have to cheer up anyway. You dash to the base and extinguish the mushrooms barbecue.
Okay.
And battle to the end and ask for another weapon. The fox gives you a mini fan. With no other choice, you turn on the fan. A tornado comes out and blows you two off
Come
the
on,
cliffs.
railroading GM.
Yeah, pretty much railroading GM situation there.
Uh-huh. Sorry, the plot is off the. You have to jump off the waterfall. Get out of here.
You build a bridge and then the bridge breaks.
Yeah.
You pick the wrong wood for the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does your character know how to build a bridge?
Oh my god, yeah. Have they read it? Did they retain what they read of a book about building a bridge one time?
Mm-hmm.
How much of it did they retain? So I have to, I'm compelled. I'm spoiling some of the boys by doing this, which is a shame, but, I'll skip Endorsement Queen. Endorsement Queen just reset, which is annoying. You have to re-endorse all of the things every time.
Sorry, did you say Endorsement Queen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoops, not that. Endorsement Queen. There's a new Endorsement Queen outfit. Join to endorse shops.
Okay. Is this like this is a Kairosoft game.
Kind of. I don't have enough points
Failure.
to do that yet. Yeah,
Damn.
every like month this resets and you endorse all of these and get to the end.
No. No, I don't.
Uh-huh. But then you have to do it because then you get to unlock Locked Star and Quiet Wish.
Sure. These are great names.
Yeah. Or you can get, I don't know how to get stuff from the time shop.
Well, how about from the traffic shop?
I don't know. Sometimes I just end up with those and I don't really know what they are. Or these. What are these?
Oh, I bet the traffic shop, I know what the traffic shop is. I've intuited it.
Yeah?
I thought about it. I bet no, I don't know. Maybe there's if we get X users to blank this month, everybody gets this thing.
Oh no, I think it's like something with the brand activity.
I see. Enough street traffic.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
To upgrade my etiquette and my sweet smile.
It'll help you do endorsements.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, did that say freeze breath?
What?
Fresh breeze. Sometimes. My bad.
Freeze breath.
I thought maybe you were freeze breathing people.
Oh god, that would be very funny. That's Infinity Nikki business. 9 p.m. tonight, folks.
Sure. Is that really it? 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern?
I think so. That's what it says in the login screen. The thing says the 5th, but it's like
I see.
the thing when you actually log in, it says that the server's down until 9 p.m. Eastern. Gotcha. Anyway, boys.
Exciting
Ally. So we have a lot of boys.
Mm-hmm.
And for once, I think some of the best boys are not in the SSR category. Wow. So I'm not going to scroll down. We're just going to top to bottom get through as many of these as we can. And if we don't get all the way through before we lose steam, that's fine.
Okay.
But it's
what we can get through.
Yeah. So the first one is Tacit Indulgence Roy.
Oh, he's tied up. Sort of. Wait.
Well, no, he's like decorated and he's
ribboned.
on someone's lap. Yeah.
He's holding. That's not someone else holding. They're both holding it. Their hands.
I think it's. Yeah, I think it. Yeah, there's.
He's giving the ribbon.
Yeah.
Does he have horns?
Yeah.
He does.
He has
Those
horns
are
that go
cool.
like up and around, like a little.
And then they kind of really taper at the end.
Mm-hmm. They're very sharp, and he's got a little chain on them.
Is he? What's up with the back of his shirt? Oh, it's half off. I see. It's half off, right?
Yeah.
Like the right side is off, and then does he have some sort of? I wish I could
like
zoom
a
in.
purple tattoo.
A purple tattoo. A purple flame tattoo.
I can look at the animation.
Oh please.
If you won't forgive me, then punish me.
Okay, well, I think he's tied up. Yeah. That means he can use Emperor time when his eyes go red like that. That's Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then his evolution is some sort of demonic embrace. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. And then that's you in the back. That's the premise?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And this one has, for some reason, the SSRs tend to not have any dress-up sequences. It is all story.
Oh. Well, sure.
So buckle up.
I'm ready.
The citizens of the Manska Empire always praised their empress, calling her a legend. She was a pampered child, but her parents died before her coming of age, and a duke seized the throne.
Damn.
She was turned into a puppet confined to a tower, yet she bided her time and eventually reclaimed her power.
We're not going to tell you that story.
No. This is a legend of me among the folks, though it's incomplete, missing one crucial person.
Ooh, Roy.
But it doesn't matter. He's been gone for years, so long that I fear I might forget him again. Rubbing the gold-lined edges of my silver diary. Wait. Okay, rubbing the gold-lined edges of my silver diary. I recalled our first encounter for the umpteenth time. Tears fell uncontrollably, smudging the ink. I remember back then. I had been imprisoned by the Duke for too long. The dark life became unbearable, and I wanted to end it all. The poison burned my throat. The cup fell to the ground, its shards scattering and cutting my arm. Jeez. Jesus, girl. I closed my eyes, waiting for life to end. But in the darkness came a seductive whisper. Something cold and soft kissed my throat and slid down, finally resting on my legs. It seemed like a long kiss, taking away the burning sensation in my throat, tempting me to open my eyes again. The remaining poison mixed with my blood, forming a summoning circle like those in fairy tale books.
Sure.
A white-haired demon knelt on the ground, his head resting on my legs. The ribbons on his body were loosely tied, but he remained motionless. Did I summon him? What are the odds for that?
Low.
Look at his hand.
Hey, what's the heart? Well, I missed this.
There's
Your
a heart.
BPM.
Sometimes, it counts your BPM for reasons.
That's very funny.
It could be his or mine, I'm not sure. They don't differentiate sometimes. The demonic marks on his back flickered with his breaths. The demon looked docile and defenseless. He entrusted his hand to me. It had been many years since I last felt the warmth of a living being. I guided him, tightening my grip, fearing he might disappear as suddenly as he appeared, though I didn't know why. Whether by chance or predestined, at this moment the soft ribbons connected our fates.
You're telling me the Imperial historians left this part out of the story? Weird.
His eyes flickered with red light like a gust of wind igniting a spark, attempting to conquer all. But I wasn't afraid at all. Instead, I felt an urge to throw myself into these flames, to be gently consumed by the fire's tongue. Although I didn't know where this desire came from. I wanted to pull the ribbon to turn him towards me, to see him more clearly. The ribbon tightened with my movement. He slightly curled his lips, as if mocking me for being too timid to take another step. Then the red light in his eyes dissipated, as if afraid of frightening the prey. Showing a vulnerable side after being satisfied, watching to bestow mercy upon his prey. Anyway, I should release him first. Maybe we can talk. Ooh, this is a nice background. Other than the haunted dolls, bless you. The atmosphere was stifling, so I decided to maintain my royal composure and introduce myself. Hello, Mr. Demon. It's nice to meet you. My name is YN, and you are... He cut me off with a displeased look.
Should I be reading for Roy? Is this what I'm doing?
Yeah, I was hoping there'd be voice acting. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't.
But it's fine.
Yeah, go for it.
What's Roy's vibe? Give me Roy vibe.
Roy is the person who did the autopsy on our sister.
Okay.
He's kind of...
Is that creepy? He's
like kudere, you know?
Oh,
he's
sure.
he's like aloof, but he like has a crush.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
Mr. Demon, nice to meet you. I'll introduce myself for the last time, and you better remember. My name is Roy, an incubus. This time, I'm summoned by you to sign a contract and help you reclaim your throne. Got it?
Got it, but I don't want to reclaim the throne. And I didn't summon you. I was just trying to end my life when you appeared out of nowhere. I read that emperors are wise and decisive, but I'm timid and hesitant. I'm not cut out for it.
You are hopeless. I must have made a mistake.
You're right. I lowered my head, tears welling up. For no reason, his words cut deep. I think for some reason.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Uh-huh.
Roy's brow furrowed even deeper. He raised his hand, grabbing my injured arm, and kissed the wound. The cool sensation felt like a painkiller, rippling from the wound and flowing through my veins, bringing a comforting harmony.
Sorry, the chat has pointed out the dream catcher on his belt. It's bad.
Yeah, I just noticed the clock on the ceiling also.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dream catcher's a weird choice there. I don't think that was a good call. The surrounding blood flowed back and the wound healed. I was shocked, but then another thought occurred to me. Was it also him who helped detoxify me earlier in the same way? Yeah, probably.
Almost certainly.
I looked at his lips, instinctively covering my throat, not daring to ask more due to my unfamiliarity with incubus customs.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm unfamiliar with incubus customs.
Wamba Chumba in the chat says, remember when you were a pirate? Yeah, I do. My face paled as heavy footsteps suddenly echoed down the corridor. Let's discuss the contract later. The Duke, he's coming.
Okay. Incubi famously patient for discussing contracts.
Yeah, totally. You want to be the Duke?
Sure. Look at this country now. It's fallen into ruin because of useless royalty like you. Without me, the country would have been carved up by its neighbors long ago. You should be grateful.
The Duke paced the room while I kept my head down, silent. Thankfully, he only mocked me as usual, noticing nothing unusual. Terrible writing.
Answer me, you cursed child who brought death to your parents. Have you lost your tongue?
I knew he didn't expect an answer. It was just his way of venting. He'll leave after he finishes yelling. Just bear it like always. There's a balloon on the ceiling.
There is. Happy birthday. Is he the... Oh, sorry, this is Roy. Is he the one who made you so weak?
Roy's voice sounded in my ear. I couldn't turn my head, but felt a surge of courage from his presence.
Did you?
For once, I don't feel alone. It's comforting that only I can see and hear Roy.
Raise your head. Fear nothing.
Exactly what my parents always told me. How does he know that? He's a demon, girl. Roy lifted my chin, forcing me to meet the Duke's gaze. I realized after all these years, he had lost his vigor and become a frail old man.
Pretend I delivered those lines less vigorously.
He relied on iron boots for intimidation, far from the figure I once feared. That seems uncomfortable.
That's weird.
Just wearing, like, plate mail boots and nothing else.
Yeah. Talk back to him.
Roy's words seemed to have magic. I took a deep breath and said, "No, my parents died of illness. The best doctors in the capital fought for months to save them." My rebuttal stunned the Duke. He stared at me, waiting for more. And as for being cursed, such superstitions shouldn't come from a noble like you.
Contradicting your elder like this? Such etiquette, your majesty.
It was just a few words. Look at what you've done. Don't think I don't know why you're here, to check for any communication, right? Rest assured, the room is impenetrable. Not even a fly could escape. I am the puppet empress, but I'm not blind to my situation. Even my rare outings are heavily restricted, like a pet with a collar, without a shred of freedom.
Do you think you've grown wings, my little empress? Let's see if you can fly.
Is he gonna push her out a window?
Yeah, absolutely.
The Duke's eyes flashed with murderous intent as he stormed out, slamming the door. Okay, well,
apparently not. Bye.
As calm returned, I realized how reckless I had been, placing myself in grave danger. Now I really have no choice but to fight back. I confessed my plight to Roy, imprisoned and treated like a mascot. I don't know if I used that word, but okay.
I'm imprisoned and treated like the Philly fanatic. They've imprisoned me. They're treating me like Mr. Met.
This is probably the kind of room you'd imprison a mascot in. Balloons.
Yeah, I mean, that's the mascot on the big chair.
Yeah.
The bear, that teddy bear.
And also it, you know, we got it here.
Oh, it is there again. God damn it.
Yeah. I expected biting remarks from the sharp-tongued demon, but Roy surprised me. He lowered his eyelids and gently embraced me to offer comfort. Come on. Considering my suffering, could we postpone the contract and have a few days of trail first? What?
Trial, maybe? A few trial days?
Yeah, right, yeah. Like trial demon assistance, sure.
Yeah.
In the end, the kind Roy nodded, which extended our little trail for over a year.
A year? You suck at your job, my man.
Don't work for free. It cheapens everyone's deals.
This is a real for exposure moment. Like, well, if I can get the Empress to sign a contract, even if it's after a year of free service, then like maybe my reputation will spread throughout the kingdom. But we know that it doesn't, because it's not the part of the official story.
No. Damn. His spells helped me connect with nobles, gaining support. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But Roy disliked my closeness with others, leading to many incidents. Oh my god.
Ah, my hand!
The young Viscount screamed, his wrist twisted unnaturally, clearly broken. Others panicked and didn't know what happened to the poor man, but I knew he deserved it. He fondled my wrist while kissing my hand, and shamelessly praised my fair and smooth skin. I glanced at Roy and saw his chilling gaze, the magic force still lingering on his fingertips. As people started gossiping, I left the scene to avoid being involved.
Is it gossiping when you react to someone's like hand getting broken by a mysterious force?
You know, I don't think it is. I think that's probably a normal situation to respond to. In a way, yeah. Roy, that was too much. Why treat the Viscount like that?
You were secretly wiping your hands. You don't like him touching you.
It could not have been that much of a secret if he was right in front of you. He would, like, clearly,
come on. He would have noticed, yeah.
Roy's concern pleased me, yet I feigned a stern face to deter him from using more violence.
It's part of incubus culture to break people's hands. It's totally normal.
It's just normal etiquette. There's no like or dislike.
If so, I can do it too, right?
His unexpected response left me no reason to refuse, so I reached out my hand. A gentle kiss spread from my hand to my fingertips, intensifying as it proceeded. The burning... Okay, we have the heartbeat, we don't have the BPM meter. Interesting. Yeah. The burning sensation made my heart race. I tried to pull my hand away, but was bitten instead. What? This is too much. Please let me go.
Please. As the contract holder, you should command, not plead.
We're still on a trial, right?
But you still hold the contract. You just haven't signed it yet. I'm kind of just being like, yeah, it's fine.
It's a handshake agreement.
That's right.
He gently grazed my fingertips with his teeth. The painful and tingling sensation engulfed me. I request release me. Great. Good order.
That's not a command.
He moved closer as his grazing turned into biting. I should stop this.
His grazing.
I command you to release me and step back. Holly points out, this is the anti-Roy. Yeah, this is very un-Roy.
Really?
This is so un-Roy, yeah. He's right, I should be in control. I can be in control. At my command, Roy finally released me and stepped back, and his usual calm returned. We will meet the Duchess soon. Roy stood by the door waiting, but I was distracted. What would have happened if I hadn't stopped him? Negotiation with the Duchess was tough. She wasn't interested in my offers, and her gaze made me uneasy. You say you won't touch our interests, but you want to reduce taxes. How will you cover the war deficits?
Damn. Policy.
I don't know why they support you, but your proposal won't pass with me. I admit I have no real power, only promises for the future. She rebutted every point I made, and something felt off. Centralizing power won't hurt your interests, Duchess. Is this personal? Yes, it is. You're too weak to even defend yourself against me.
That's what Roy's been talking about.
Your Majesty, your offer doesn't appeal to me. Please leave. But Please, escort Her Majesty out.
Damn.
I wanted to make one last effort, but the guards were already coming. I had no choice but to leave.
Are you depressed? Here in the sky where we're hanging out?
The negotiation had gone terribly, and I couldn't hide my disappointment. Roy's next words startled me.
Would you be happy if... Okay. Would you be happy if made her disappear?
Question mark, 3 exclamation points. We were just negotiating. She didn't harm me. You would cause chaos.
Your human rules don't concern me. What if I insist on killing her?
Roy looked at me intently, waiting for my answer. This time, I didn't hesitate. I would command you to stop. His expression softened as his cold fingers gently brushed my cheek.
That's right. Command me. Do I say
it's YN. You have to say YN. It's
YN.
the rule.
Okay. YN, I'll do anything to make you happy. Yeah, including being tied up in ribbons.
I guess. Do you think he was attached to the balloon? Because the balloon also has a ribbon.
The balloon has the ribbon, yeah.
That's kind of
No, I
funny
think
to think
it
about.
was holding the balloon before leaving. Yeah.
Is that what the shadow is, actually? I just noticed that weird shadow
That's
back
it
there.
back there, yeah. Mhm.
The head's very big. A year later, I reclaimed the throne, only to find that the daily meetings and paperwork were incredibly dull. I had heard of a market that only appeared at night outside the city and was eager to see it. Roy was reluctant, but he agreed to take me under my command, though still unwillingly. He spread his wings and held my leg.
Which he
wings?
had. Yeah, what?
Okay. Huh? His arm was surprisingly strong despite his lean frame. As we ascended, I clung to him tightly to avoid falling, my forehead pressing against his chest. I felt his warmth and heard his steady, strong heartbeat. He's not entirely cold after all. Seeing the capital's nightscape from above for the first time made my heart race. So wait, if other people can't see him, do they see her just like flying
She's
backwards?
flying around.
Okay. Cool. The dizziness colored my cheeks red. Yes, that must be why my heart is racing like this. As we moved further from the capital, the market lights came into view, and I grew more excited. I heard that humans and demons mingle here, with many fascinating things to see.
Yes. That was the wrong voice. Yes. A mixed crowd. Perfect for someone like me, rejected by demons and humans alike. Which is why I love hanging out with the place where the demons and humans are.
Yeah, you've been hanging out with a human for like 2 years, 3 years at this point.
Oh, right, because there was another year jump just now.
Uh-huh, a portion of that
right.
just like for free even.
I guess, yeah.
You're such a killjoy.
Right. No one likes a killjoy.
See, now we're getting to this is Roy. This is more Roy. I see why this is Roy now.
The one person who did has forgotten me.
Who? Do I know this person? Tell me. I kept asking, but Roy pretended to not hear, covering his ears, which was very annoying. He's holding me? He's supposed to be holding me.
You're just on his back between the wings, and he's covering his ears like a 12-year-old, you know? A 7-year-old, really.
Also, the way this always ends is always her. She's always the one who forgot for some reason.
Well, we already know that because he said
what the fuck?
Again. Remember?
When?
At the beginning of the story. At the beginning of the story, he said again that, like, in the first, when they first meet, someone even in the chat noticed it too. It was like, I forget the exact phrasing. So, chat, if you remember the exact phrasing, please remind me.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's like, you summoned me again or something like that.
Fine, don't tell me. I don't want to see or talk to you.
Shall I let go then?
You already did, to cover your big ears. Try it.
Oh, right. That's what it was. Haliaz says, she said something about forgetting him again. Remember, she was like, I'm afraid I'm going to forget him again. Like, forget about Roy again.
Oh, right. When she was doing a flashback. Yeah.
Yes,
good.
yes.
True. Yeah. Okay. Despite my tough words, my arms tightened around him, clinging tightly. Only when we landed did I finally breathe a sigh of relief.
A relieving sigh of relief.
Yep, a relieving sigh of relief. I stormed ahead with Roy silently following, occasionally jotting things in a notebook. He is or I am? He is. Okay.
No, he is.
He's always writing something. Is it about me? I'm curious, but I don't want to talk to him now. Damn. Maybe my inner conflict was too obvious, as Roy suddenly stopped and looked at me thoughtfully.
I frequently travel between dreams and reality. If I don't write things down, I forget.
Really? You've written the most about me then, right?
Nope.
You're terrible at this. You should have said yes, even if it's a lie. Roy looked away, but I saw a smile on his lips. He was tricking me. You've become so mean. Tell me, how many people have you recorded? Were they all previous contract holders?
No. You're my first contract holder. The others.
Roy told me about a girl whose dreams he entered. They met every night, sharing beautiful moments. Yeah, okay, I see. But one day her dreams vanished. Without his records, he might have forgotten her.
Just like she had forgotten everything about me.
That girl, she must have been important to you.
Of course. She gave meaning for my existence. Made
Not
me
quite.
feel needed. Sorry, I'm apologies. I didn't mean to disparage this wonderful text. Of course. She gave meanings for my existence and made me feel needed for the first time.
His words made me nervous. I've grown used to his presence, but he could leave any time. I need a plan. A contract. Yes, a contract. I'll sign the contract as soon as we get back. You haven't signed the contract yet?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's because the contract's fake, or he already signed the contract. He signed a contract with you. You know what I mean? In the previous.
Yeah.
You know.
It's not about the contract. The contract was just like a reason.
Yeah. Exactly.
The thought of him staying forever lifted my spirits. That's a bit depressing. There was a shop nearby selling notebooks, and I pulled Roy inside. To make sure I don't forget you, I'll buy a journal to write everything down. I love that the human demon marketplace sells notebooks. Like there's a store just with notebooks.
Well, they're in a big city. Also, do I sound like a robot? Because you started sounding like a robot to me.
Oh.
Everybody in the chat says Janine's robot mode.
That's weird. Austin sounds
I
fine.
sound fine, apparently.
Hang on, I'll switch my thing off and on.
Okay.
Okay. Is that better?
Hi. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds
Okay.
correct.
I think it was just my mixer thing needed a little cycle. To make sure I don't forget you, I'll buy a journal to write everything down. How about this one with the silver edges and gold lining? Wait, I thought it was gold edges and...
It's gold edges. It's a silver diary with gold edges.
Yeah.
And gold lining. Yeah.
Is he going to be like, no, pick this other one that's...
Oh, maybe.
I eagerly turned to Roy, but he didn't answer, staring intently deep into the shop. Deep into the shop, okay. Or rather, at the shopkeeper in the shadows.
Ooh. Everything here is fairly priced. Just a kiss from you will suffice.
Ew. The shopkeeper approached with a smile, and Roy quickly pulled me behind him.
Morpheus, stay away from her. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I can't believe we're not getting a Morpheus in. My one complaint with games like this is like, there are the 4 boys, and that's it. So we never get character design for Morpheus.
Yeah. Every now and then, like in the story, you'll have, for the story, you'll have
The
people,
main
but like for side stuff like this,
the
you
sister
don't.
And, yeah.
It's never like the bad
I
guy
get
from
it.
chapter whatever is dressed up as Morpheus. No.
But that's the thing is like we have those characters. Do you know what I mean? It would be so fun to reuse those.
I agree. I'm on board.
No need to be so tense. For old time's sake, take it as a gift. I for a second thought everything he was going to say was going to be rhymed, but it wasn't, which is a shame.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. Roy ignored him, trying to lead me away, but we were blocked.
Your reaction hurts, Roy. Others see you as an outcast, but I've never rejected you.
Oh, Madeloni in the chat says Donut is Morpheus. That would be good. Donut should be Morpheus.
I don't know that I've met Donut. I need to meet Donut.
Donut's the cop who sounds southern, but not really.
Okay, great.
He's Roy's friend. At least like work friend, sort of.
Okay. Gotcha.
Kind of. An outcast, rejected. Wait, did I skip something?
Roy said that already. This guy was like, Morpheus said, I've never treated you like an outcast like everybody else. A dream demon with strong empathetic abilities, always searching for meaning. Isn't that odd? And what about you? Seducing with looks, indulging in pleasure, content with base desires.
I think Roy might be the one who's confused about incubus culture.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... You're describing incubi.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm confident in my looks.
That wasn't the point. I rubbed my forehead, not noticing Morpheus wrapping an arm around my shoulder from behind. How do you not notice that?
I am Morpheus, the oldest dream demon. This entire market is a dream of my creation. They speak of distant lands with endless feasts. Today we will party even more. How about a golden rain?
What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What? As he waved his hand... Okay, that's pink, though. As he waved his hand, a golden rain poured from the sky, forming streams that carried delicacies.
What are you talking about?
Don't know. Plant stems turned to jade, fruits became jewels, and a gentle breeze played enchanting melodies.
They gave him treasure piss. Do you like these, my dear? I can give you anything you desire, even more. Why not leave Roy and join me? Morpheus, give it up. She won't sign a contract with you. Trust me, I've tried.
It'll take 3 years.
Rather than hiding in a dream, she'd choose to stand in the sunlight, shining forever.
Well, when you put the choice like that, like, yeah, but that's not really how it works. That's not why you hide in the dream, because your other choice is shining in the sunlight.
Standing in the sun, yeah.
I pretended to consider his proposal and then gently pushed his arm off my shoulder. I think Roy's suggestion is better. Morpheus didn't press further and left, muttering to himself. That was easy.
Aren't we supposed to invade human dreams to absorb their energy? When did we start signing contracts? And you shouldn't talk nonsense, even in dreams.
Roy, your friend is quite interesting. You shouldn't always be so grim and distant.
They're not my contract holders. I'm not interested.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore. I saw young people playing in the golden streams and a child who fell and wanted another blueberry pie. What? I fully lost the plot here. They all seemed so happy. I wanted to join them and pulled Roy along. Roy, this cake has gold leaves on it. Want a bite?
I'm not eating anything from here.
This fucking... 1, watch Spirited Away. 2, you can't, like, you just saw the guy do this and he sucked. Like...
Uh-huh.
I offered him the cake, but he plucked a crumb from my lips instead and tasted it. That's a weirder way to do that. Exclamation point.
Too sweet. This is enough for me. But maybe a little more wouldn't hurt.
So you're gonna eat the cake after all?
No, he's gonna kiss you.
But the whole...
We'll see.
He undermined his whole argument. He is. As his fingers gently touched my lips, those beautiful eyes drew closer. The heat of his breath mingled with mine, and I could feel my face growing warmer. That was weird. The first light of dawn shone between us. The cake turned to mist, and the market slowly vanished. Roy suddenly snapped awake, stepping back and putting distance between us. We walked back in silence. The dizziness from the abrupt transition and the vague sense of loss lingered. As soon as we entered the room, I collapsed onto the bed, exhausted. Roy, surprisingly, didn't move away but sat beside me. Roy, can you kiss me? Like, physically, are you able to?
Sure.
You established this whole thing about, like, you telling him what to do, and I don't think that's a great way to phrase a request for a kiss in that sense. He leaned in and kissed my hair gently, more cautiously than before. I didn't understand why. Can we sign a contract? He hesitated briefly, but then nodded.
Sure. Don't you want to know the cost of the contract first?
It doesn't matter. Even though you've kept some things from me, I know you won't hurt me. What?
You trust me because you don't know my true nature.
Also, like, it's gonna be a cost. It's gonna be some cost. Any cost at all you should want to evaluate.
You trust me because... Whoa! Okay, here's the other art. Damn.
Magic symbols formed chains that wrapped around my wrist, but I twisted and looped them around Roy's neck instead. Huh? That's not happening here.
There are chains. Oh yeah, they're around his...
I see,
wait.
right there. They're like undulating back here.
But they're on his hand. Look at his hand. His right hand is
and her
chains.
lower back somehow, which is a little bit weird.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They look like different sized people. Like this looks like an illusion. Like one of them is actually really far away. Like she looks like she's further away from the camera than he is.
Yes.
But they're overlapping. Also, this bottle is sideways.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what happens when you sign a contract.
This looks like it's supposed to be horizontal.
Well, it is. They're laying down. She's on top of him.
Oh, okay.
That's a pillow under his neck. Or under his, you know.
Vertical. It just looks, it's confusing.
Yeah.
Remember, I am the one in control of the contract. I am the hunter. You are never to leave me. I pulled him over by my side as the chains bind us together, as if they came to life. Wow!
Damn.
Is your body the same as humans? Let me check. Okay, so these stories used to be, like, pretty tame. And then that pyro one happened, and that was, like, the horniest one that there was. And the most that was horny by was just, like, he got tied up.
Well...
And, like... And I guess at the end he took a bath. At the end he took a bath. So I guess there was that. But some of these, that's... Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I slid open his shirt a bit more with my fingers, feeling my way along the marks on his chest. Roy's gaze at me turned overly gentle as his arm gripped tightly around my waist, his demon horns rubbing my forehead. This is weird. His tail wiggled in the air and then reached to wrap around my wrist, leading me to explore. This is horny as hell. Leading me to explore more. This is BookTok Life Makeover era.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't mind more, as long as you're happy.
The contract markings spread from my neck down my back, each mark causing searing pain. Oh, great.
What?
I began to falter. Please stop. I command you to stop. Don't continue. I wanted to escape, to run as far as possible, but Roy held the chains tightly, pinning me down. Dude. Yikes.
Pain deepens memory so that you won't forget me again.
The pain in the body paled in comparison as memories flooded in relentlessly, almost tearing my head apart. I fell into a deep dream. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, it's the forest. Great. It's the illegal logging forest where Sean had the squirrels. Mm-hmm. In fact, I had known Roy many years ago, back when I was a carefree, indulged little princess.
Forgive my intrusion, but what are you doing in this forest?
Heh, this entire forest is a dream I created. I come here every day for adventures. Pretty impressive, huh? I stepped on you because you were lying on the ground motionlessly. Were you pretending to be moss?
I'm Roy, a dream demon.
Suddenly, piercing noises surrounded us. Roy clutched his head and curled up in pain.
Stay back! My head! It hurts! Go away!
Don't be afraid. It's just sounds. There's nothing around us.
No, there is something. They're getting closer. Surrounding.
There really is nothing. Trust me. Raise your head. Fear nothing. I tried to comfort him, but he remained unmoved, the noises growing louder. Frustrated, I straddled him, forcefully freeing his hands to make him look around. Roy's breathing gradually steadied as the piercing noises faded until they disappeared completely. He wiped dirt off his face and straightened out the broken twigs on his clothes. Okay. Revealing his handsome face. Okay.
I'm sorry for losing control. I'm going to age up this character a little bit now that you've described his handsome face. And thank you, milady.
I'm not a milady. I'm YN, future ruler of the Manska.
May I be the guard on your adventures, your majesty?
Why? Perhaps surprised by my question, Roy hesitated and seemed a bit embarrassed.
Because when I'm with you... I don't hear those voices. Not true. It just happened.
Yeah, it did just happen. Oh, so you have an agenda. But I'm forgiving and kind, so I'll allow you to follow. After that, he kept his promise, visiting my dreams every night, though always at a distance.
People pointing out you were like, I'm not a milady, and then we're like, I'm the future empress.
I'm not a monster. Holding hands won't bite yours off. What? Holding hands won't bite yours off? Why do you keep avoiding me? Come closer.
No, I'm a demon. I tarnish you.
I don't mind.
But I do.
Only as dawn approached did he draw a little nearer.
Was it night?
Because she's sleeping. It's a dream, remember?
Oh, right. YN, will you always remember me?
I promised earnestly at the time that I would never forget him.
Bro, are you upset that she didn't remember you from a dream?
Then, trapped in captivity for years, I forgot both the dreams and him.
It's a dream.
Roy journeyed far and wide, searching countless dreams, hoping to find me again, but to no avail. He pored over his notes countless times, fearing he would forget me. I reached out to that lonely figure. What? What's up?
When she was like, I'm
yeah.
no milady, she meant like, yeah, I'm a majesty.
Yeah,
I'm above a
yeah.
milady. That makes sense.
You gotta do the full correction then, if that's what you mean.
Right. Yeah.
I reached out to that lonely figure, hearing his thoughts.
If she hadn't promised me, I wouldn't resent this. But she said she wouldn't forget.
I don't think we've ever had a cut-in like this before.
It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Except he's not a demon in this, he's just a guy in a shirt.
Yeah. Why do I delude myself? She has so many who love and care for her. Like that shitty Duke or Morpheus or the Duchess who didn't give her the time of day. She is my only one, while I am just one of her many.
This continues to be pretty fucking Roy, I think.
I need to keep her in the dream. Next
What?
time we meet, I must keep her by my side.
Is that supposed to
I
be
think
like,
it's
I must
kill-
fucking keep her by my side?
I must fucking keep her by my side. I thought it was going to be like, I must kill
like
her to keep her by my side, or like, I must
keep her by my side. There's that hyphen there, so like maybe
Where's
it's
that
like
hyphen?
a...
Oh,
yeah.
right. I must keep her by my side. You're thinking about how much you want to, etc.
Yes.
You know? The
yeah,
to be.
classic.
Mm-hmm.
The ritual connected our minds, allowing us to see each other's deepest thoughts, noble or base. I marched deeper into the dreamland, inexplicably excited to learn more about Roy. Could he see my thoughts? He could know how I feel about him. Anyway, now this is not the time. Strange noises echoed again, from Roy's perspective. I knew he didn't identify with being a dream demon. His aversion to his abilities showed as eerie sounds, deepening his fear of entering dreams, a vicious cycle. And now, when he realized that if he weren't a dream demon, he wouldn't have met me, his abilities became useful. He had been subtly guiding me, leading me into darkness. He was turning me into the controlling, confident yet dependent existence he admired. What?
Sure.
Amazed by all this, I suddenly noticed Roy was standing beside me.
This is my true nature. You must despise me and wish me gone.
Suddenly exhausted, I lay down on a slope covered with soft grass without saying a word.
YN. Sorry. YN didn't drive me away. Did she forgive me?
Behind me, the grass rustled softly. A gentle kiss landed on my back. I thought I was laying on my back, tracing the lines of our contract. Maybe she's sitting. I don't...
Yeah,
His passionate gesture made me blush, but I restrained myself, remaining silent. Suddenly, his long arms wrapped around me, accompanied by the clinking of iron chains. How romantic.
If YN won't forgive me, then punish me.
He handed me the chain used during the ritual, but I refused to take it, only turning my head to gaze coldly at him. When we meet again, what excuse will you use to keep me by your side? A contract? The price of the contract is eternal captivity in the dream, Never able to leave, right? Huh. Roy didn't answer. His eyes flickered, and his face suddenly turned pale and pained. But it's okay. I accept all of this. I chuckled, seeing Roy's surprised expression as expected. I'm so confused, girl. Your true form is not so bad at all. I quite like you this way.
I think what's happened is they signed that contract on her back, and he'd been like, you don't want to do that because you don't know what my true nature is. And when it happened, he immediately trapped her in this dream, which is like the one where they met as when they both were kids, ? And now, but also now she can read his mind, and they can read each other's minds because they're in each other's minds and dreams. And so there's like complete honesty about how much he wants to control her. And she's like, that's fine. But that was the secret cost of the contract, was getting stuck in this dream.
So all of that, going to all that trouble to become Empress again or whatever. And then just immediately being like,
not done
I'm
yet.
just going to live in a dream.
Yeah,
actually.
well, yes. Yes.
I lifted his chin with my hand, smiling even brighter. That said, good things should be savored and not consumed at once, so I can't promise you everything. There's plenty of time. Let's tear things apart and fill the void in our hearts until the end of our lives. That's sweet? That sounds toxic. I placed my hand on his chest, then pushed forward, and we rolled down the slope together. Oh, picturing this scene as if it were a movie.
So funny.
It's so funny. It's like it has the comedic timing of like Over the Garden Wall or something to an extent.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the leaves in our hair and the muddy, disheveled clothes. In fact, I was incredibly happy. Because right now, I'm holding the person most important in my life. Roy, any plans or wishes? I'm here to join you, even if it means forfeiting the throne.
Staying by your side, holding you like this, is enough.
All right then, I command you to stay by my side forever.
Thank you for driving away my darkness. Since it's just us now, a brief moment of indulgence can be forgiven.
But you should return to the light. With that, he covered my... What?
But you should return to the light.
Okay, he's probably supposed to be saying that. And then,
so.
With that, he covered my lips and gently kissed me through his fingers? Lost in happiness, I didn't realize his presence was fading until it completely disappeared, and I woke up. What the fuck? Some contract. That was the last time I saw him, and my notes ended here.
Right, remember she's reading the diary
to
remind
church
herself.
For some reason. I looked into the mirror, no traces of contract on my back. There had never been a contract. What? Wow, all those promises were fake. He just had to disappear once to make it even for us, didn't he? Frustrated, I collapsed onto the couch, unable to contain my sobs, crying myself to sleep in church.
The church couch? Those are called pews. The end. No, okay.
That night I entered that familiar dream again, and met a man both familiar and strange.
My name's Roy, an incubus. This time...
I rushed forward and held on to him, unwilling to let go. I know. I've recorded everything just like you. I won't forget you again. Roy, you led me into the dreamland first and then signed the contract. What? Roy, you led me into the dreamland first and then... Oh, okay, so she's already dreaming when she signed the contract, so it's like a fake contract, and then they like double dreamed into this one?
Yeah, smart.
Okay. Was it to get away from me once we were back in reality, where the contract was no longer effective? Why then sign a contract, giving me false hope?
I'm sorry. I feared that I may become obsessive and hurt you.
Like when you broke that guy's wrist?
Well, no, I'm not afraid of hurting other people. That's fine.
That's
in
fine.
Incubus culture.
That's the okay kind
I
of
also
obsessive.
don't like incubus culture, but that part's fine.
Only by signing the contract could he trigger a mental connection, so he had to deceive me.
The contract was fake.
You're just explaining a lot of stuff all at once that could have just not... It could have just not been this deep, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But upon leaving, he realized being with me was when he was most rational. Okay. Perhaps because of how much he values our connection, he's careful not to ruin it. Will you leave again this time? Roy shook his head, holding me tighter. Amidst the silence, I finally made out the earlier noise.
Next time we meet, I must try my best to keep her by my side.
Oh. Wait, what was the blanked out part
what?
then?
I don't know. Nothing.
I must...
That's all.
Try my best to would have been what was censored.
I guess.
I must dash keep her by my side.
Keep her by my side. I must do a good job. Keep her at my side. I must be a really good boy and keep her by my side.
Great. As I sat up from my workbench, my head was throbbing and my body was hurting like it was falling apart. I found a Dreamcatcher gift from Roy on my left, and an unfinished men's suit on my right.
This is back to the real world, huh?
I guess. This is another one of those things of like sometimes these are fantasy and then sometimes they are maybe canon, but like.
Right.
Ugh, how did I fall asleep while working? And what a weird dream. Maybe this Dreamcatcher really works. That's not what those are for. Anyway, this suit is for Roy. Might as well tweak it a bit. Everyone can hear Annie crying.
I can hear Annie. Annie. Hi, Annie. Hello.
Roy's attire in the dream sparked my creativity, and I grabbed scissors to start cutting and altering. Yeah, I know, he'll love this. He's really open to being dressed like a demon.
The end, huh?
Except evolve to unlock. If I had a second one of these...
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Then it would be Roy being like, I like this suit, but haha, what's this ribbon about? And I'd be like, oh, I don't know. The evolved things are kind of...
real world.
Yeah.
Right?
The evolved ones are always shorter, and if the Sean Squirrel one is anything to go by, I kind of don't care.
Sure.
Because that one was just like, he gave you a necklace that looked like a little nut. So.
Yeah. Meekan throw up in the chat says, wait, is that Roy? People are really thinking the Roy. Can I see a different Roy to get like some...
Yeah. How do I... This is Roy. Remember Roy?
Right.
This is double Roy, but...
Double Roy. Yeah,
This is an accurate Roy here. I
see, yeah. Damn, the wiki doesn't have the tacit indulgence story.
Damn. Oh, you usually have to get them on Reddit. People post them on Reddit.
Sure.
On the Life Makeover subreddit.
That makes sense. Yeah, I see. Thank you.
Okay, we did the sword one, we did the prince one, we didn't do Jeweled Larry, which I bet is also going to be really fucking horny. And then there's Guitar Gerald.
That one looked so horny. I remember seeing that one.
And then there's... that one's also going to be pretty horny. And then we're into the SRs. Okay.
Call me Larry. It was no trouble at all, miss.
Forbidden Land Larry. Watch the animation.
I would like to see the animation. Call me
Larry. It was no trouble at all, miss.
Yeah, some underboob going on. Will we see the other card? Will we flip it? Right, that happens in the... Right, I remember that happens in the story.
We get like a blurry version, which is this.
Okay, yeah. That could be horny. We'll see.
Yeah.
Do you want me to summarize what happens
No trouble
please do.
at the end of that previous story? I've looked ahead. I found a video of it. Roy is like, hey, you call him, and you're like, hey, did you get the gift I sent you? And he's like, yeah, I did. Sorry, I got a package, but did you send this to the wrong address? This doesn't suit me. This is too trendy. And you say, or he says, like, you got the inspiration from the latest fashion magazine? A very impressive return gift for the Dreamcatcher. You only made one. If that's the case, I'll take it. And then he's like, I guess I look closer at it. It's pretty well designed and it fits me perfectly. Since it's finished already, I'll probably try it on once to see how it looks. And then it cuts from him in his like normal suit to him in the demon costume.
What?
With the horns.
That's not a good.
And he goes, anyway, I showed it to you.
Commissioned a suit?
Is
she also gonna make the suit or no?
I don't think so. I think she just makes this Roy. I think I'll send you a screenshot. It's very funny to me. Anyway, I've shown it to you, so no finding someone else to model it. Because he's put it on. Okay. And it looks terrible. The horns are floating in front of him. Anyway, then you're like, I can't really see it in the video, but maybe you should come over and show it to me. And he's like, sorry, the video's breaking up. The call's breaking up. I have to go back to my office. The end.
Wow. I have to go cut up dead people. Sorry.
Uh-huh. Now you've got it.
Great. Well. I was like, I can probably get through most of these. Nah, we're not going to get through most of these. Actually, no. Well, no, this is fine. We're back in the church, I guess. Since ancient times, light has been the source of
I need to know ahead of
life.
time. Who's this? This is who?
This is Larry.
This is Larry. He's like here.
Yeah.
He's like up. Oh, okay.
Larry's the one who calls the main character Miss Detective.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
However, for the people of Fayum, the sun is more terrifying than any disaster or misfortune. Once a tyrannical deity sought to rule this land, the pharaoh had no choice but to cast a secret spell.
Catholic pharaoh.
Uh-huh. Whoever defies the gods shall suffer the sun's burning, and Fayum shall be plunged into eternal darkness. Okay. I held the heavy, tattered scroll and softly recounted the city's past for the ailing Adil. Instantly, massive crystals surged from the depths and captured the deity, but the pharaoh vanished. Oh, it's a kid.
Doctor? If the pharaoh were still around, could we all be cured?
Oh, God. To escape the curse of the sun, the people of Fayum confined themselves to the underground. Yeah, this is underground, all right. That's vulnerable.
They have spotlights coming through the fake glass.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Adil's parents succumbed to illness, leaving the kid orphaned. That's why I took special care of him. Relax, Adil. You'll be cured, with or without the pharaoh. That's not a promise you should make. This is not underground. After comforting Adil to sleep, I went to the observatory to return the scroll to Monty the priest. Daylight grew fierce, and Monty, observing the sky day and night, feared the imminent star of misfortune. Compared to the so-called doomsday, I worried more about the insufficient herbs affecting patient care. When Monty heard I intended to leave the city for herbs, he immediately shook his head.
You cannot go. The intense solar disturbances suggest an imminent disaster. Leaving the city now is unwise.
Adil's illness can wait no more. Black herbs are only found outside. I have to take the risk.
Your unique physique attracts trouble easily. Why not just stay put? Have you forgotten the last close call?
That was just an accident. I'll be careful this time. See you later, High Priest.
Victim-blaming ass priest. Hey, wait!
Ignoring Monty's warnings, I turned around and left the observatory. I was well aware of the dangers above during daytime, but herbs were our lifeline. I had to risk it. In the forest.
Yeah, great.
Before the night fell, I carried a few belongings, donned a thick cloak, and left the city in a hurry. The biting cold, coupled with the headwind, quickly left my weak body breathless.
Sorry, is this supposed to be nighttime? I didn't know you could shoot day for night in a JPEG.
In the distance, faint green lights appeared, a sign of instant alarm. A chilling wolf howl confirmed my unfortunate fate. Help! Is there anyone to save me? As the pack closed in, I shouted desperately into the desolate wilderness.
Now, why was your physique involved in this?
I don't know, because I'm like frail, I guess. The response was only the eerie silence that accompanied the whistling wind. Alone, facing a pack of hungry wolves with no help in sight, I knew it was coming. Yet I refused to surrender. Trembling, I gripped the dagger at my waist, ready to fight the wolves. No retreat. Fayumians never give up.
Sleepy Doop says, real bright moonlight tonight.
A wolf lunged at me. I dodged, counterattacking with my dagger, but the sharp claws still cut through my arm. A lot of arm cutting. The pack, raging at the sight of blood, surged towards me like hellish demons.
Demons don't do this.
As I was about to be engulfed, a figure suddenly appeared before me, engaging the wolves in a fierce battle. An elegant and handsome man, his face concealed in shadows, his long golden hair dancing in the moonlight. After a while, the place was littered with blood and wolf corpses. When the wolves fled, the man finally fled with... I thought they were all... Well, I guess there's some corpses and some are still alive.
Uh-huh.
Sure. The man finally turned towards me, lying on the ground? No, I'm lying on the ground.
You're lying on the ground.
Okay.
Maybe.
Whoa.
Oh.
So turn the lights on.
It's daytime now.
As our eyes met, I noticed a strange glimpse from him.
Oh, strange glimpse.
Oh, it's dark again. My arms were fine, though my movement was somewhat hindered. A simple bandage was all I needed. Escaping the clutches of the wolves was truly a stroke of luck, and I have no complaints. Thanks for saving my life, sir. Someday I will repay this favor. I'm YN, a doctor from Fayoum. From Faerun. How can I address you, sir?
Call me Larry. It was no trouble at all, miss.
Okay, that was voice acted. I wonder if he'll have more. I hope he has more.
Yeah, we'll see.
I always want the voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
His demeanor was graceful, making me wonder if I had misjudged his suspicious glance from earlier.
Why are you looking at me like
Hell
that,
yeah.
miss? Is there something on my face?
Hell yeah. Oh no, it's just that your name is quite unique. I, Daisy Vet, think the name Larry is strange for this setting.
Did he say his name? Did I miss it?
Yeah, he said, my name's Larry, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, right, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Larry the Pharaoh, Hoyoverse ass Pharaoh. Genshin Impact ass white-skinned Pharaoh.
By the way, Mr. Larry, your look and dress are quite similar to mine. Are you also from Fayoum? He hesitated, emitting a faint sigh, as if caught in a distant memory.
Damn
No? Fuck.
it. Fayoum? I've been away for a long time. I doubt anyone would still remember me.
So you ran away? I stared at him in shock, struggling to imagine the hardships he must have endured outside the city. I don't know why you left, but wandering alone is too dangerous. Despite your skills, don't forget the curse cast upon us. I paused, avoiding the topic that weighed heavily on all Fayumians. I hate that word. Anyway, come back with me to Fayoum for the sake of your own safety. Larry seemed reluctant, but I didn't have time to hear his side of the story. The distant sky was turning pale, and the sun, dormant for the night, was about to rise. No, the sun is coming up. I quickly donned a thick cloak, grabbed his hand, and ran toward the nearest cave in sight. In the face of a life-threatening curse, nothing was more important than escaping death. The rising sun illuminated the wilderness, its radiant glow chasing us like a colossal serpent.
Damn.
Just a second before the sunlight touched us, we finally took refuge in a life-saving cave.
Us playing V Rising.
However, above the cave was a massive gap, and scorching sunlight awaited us just one step beyond. Truly V-rising.
Get back now.
Why'd they give him 2 lines? They voiced 2
don't
lines,
know.
and the rest they were like, yeah, fuck it. Larry swiftly pulled me back from stumbling forward, but tumbled into the light due to inertia. Okay. Larry! I saw sunlight bathe his golden hair and deep eyes, radiating dazzling brilliance. It seemed like the next moment his body would crack, wither, and burn, ultimately turning to ashes. A surge of fear shut my eyes, but unexpectedly I heard a comforting voice as gentle as a breeze.
It's okay. I won't be harmed.
Okay.
It's okay. I won't be harmed. There was almost a Tom, the hot dog guy from Shenmue, with the way he said, "It's okay. It's okay, man."
Trembling, I looked up, almost unable to believe my eyes. He stood unscathed in the sunlight, gazing at me with warmth like a sacred angel. How? How is this possible? You're completely unharmed. Larry glanced down at his sunlit body and laughed with self-mockery.
It seems I've fallen victim to another curse. A blessing in disguise.
Another curse? So is this why you left Fayum?
Yes. I've long been searching for a way to break this curse.
His voice was calm, but a shadow of desolation flickered in his eyes. It was an unsettling gaze. Inside was a desolate soul lingering on the edge of a dark abyss, ready for the depths of despair any time.
I gotta incorporate that into the read.
Yeah, you gotta crank up the despair a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I could sense the burden of his suppressed past. He seemed reluctant to share his story. However, as a doctor from Fayum, I couldn't give up on any life that might be saved. It seems like you don't have a clear plan. How about joining me?
Sorry, is his curse that he can survive the sunlight?
Yeah, his curse is that
Okay.
he's immune to the other curse that the rest of us have.
Yeah, cool curse. Join you.
Well, I need to gather some herbs to treat the children in Fayum. Your help would be invaluable. Considering my frail health, I'm not good at climbing or walking long distances. Trying my best to look delicate and ailing appealed to his sympathy, although I wasn't totally acting. Make up your mind then.
In that case, I'm willing to join you and offer my assistance.
Hearing Larry's agreement, I felt relieved and nodded with joy. Okay, let's set out when the sun goes down. You could just do it now.
Yeah.
The day swiftly passed, and as the sunlight slanted westward, I donned my cloak and set out with Larry.
People just joining us. This whole culture is dressed like this. It's just the only one we get to see is Larry.
Uh-huh. Larry, help me pick those flowers. Yes, those nearby too. Where's the night filter? This is daytime.
This is daytime.
Oh, these water lilies look great. Aisha will love them. Ah, Larry, help me. I guess I fell in the water. I accidentally stepped into a pool, but Larry calmly walked to a nearby grassland and lay down to rest.
Doctor, you can try standing up yourself.
Wow. I hastily stood up, realizing the water barely reached my waist. I climbed out of the pool, catching a glimpse of a subtle smile on Larry's face. Yeah, he's being very subtle about it.
Uh-huh. Doctor, you'd better dry yourself quickly, or you might catch a cold.
I must look so stupid just now.
Yep.
I find your
Oh.
panicked look quite charming.
You don't need to comfort me. I'm cursed with bad luck, and embarrassing things happen to me all the time. If you want to laugh, go ahead, like this. Ha ha ha. Larry chuckled at my exaggerated performance. A faint touch of envy appearing in his eyes.
I wish I had the Keith button.
Me too.
Doctor, I envy your optimism. I thought everyone trapped beneath Fayum would eventually be worn down by life and lose their smiles.
Life is never perfect, but it goes on whether you're happy or sad. I choose to spend mine with a smile. Of course, I hope you do the same. At my words, a subtle emotion flashed across Larry's face, like a gentle ripple on calm water. All right.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
All right. I hope you're right. I hope you are right.
I hope you are right. I hope.
Oh,
Am I
look.
right? It's a new background.
New
They could have used
background.
this all the
For
time.
all the other ones, yeah.
Over the next few days, Larry and I trekked through the oasis and ventured into the distant desert. Black herbs thrived in arid conditions, and sunlight often found in inconspicuous corners near cliffs. Compared to the oasis, the desert sun was more intense. After a few days, my body began to struggle. I gasped for breath. Sheltered under the cloak, my body was burning. Larry was worried.
Go find a place to rest. I'll find the herb.
That's what you should have been doing this whole time. No, you're not familiar with black herbs. I need to find one first to show you. We've been doing it! We've been doing that! I struggled to lift my head, carefully examining several cliffs until, fortunately, I spotted its trace. There, in the crevice of that large rock on the cliff.
Stay put. I'll go harvest.
Before I could finish my safety protocols, Larry had already climbed towards the cliff, making me anxious. Larry, don't harvest from too high. It's dangerous. My voice didn't seem to reach him. After collecting the grass in sight, he ascended to even higher places. Several times he nearly fell with loosened rocks, which kept my heart in my throat. Larry returned with a bag full of herbs, and I hurriedly went over, a mix of anger and worry on my face. You're risking your life. You could have fallen and died just now. If you act recklessly again, I'll be angry.
Okay, I promise to follow your orders from now on. I won't do it again. I assure you, Doctor.
I wonder if this was originally supposed to be like a story about like a doctor and a guy.
Oh, and they just used
But they
the
just
audio.
like canceled that and then used the audio that they had and reworked it into whatever this is
It's possible.
doing. Larry patted my head like comforting a child, his eyes sincere and gentle. Great. A strong wind blew away my cloak, and the large cloud cover above
Oh,
disappeared.
you're gonna die.
Yep. With no cloak or clouds to shield me, I found myself fully exposed to the sunlight. Crap! At that desperate moment, something seemed to emerge from above, keeping the dreadful sunlight away.
Oh, I didn't mention that I'm magic, did I?
It was a vast, perfect crystal spreading from Larry's palm? Is this the crystal spell?
This is why I had to leave, because I learned the crystal spell. Now I'm an
Stop.
outcast.
I stared at Larry, casting the spell, his image reminiscent of the person in the ancient scroll.
Which ancient scroll was that again?
The one who,
Oh.
a century ago, unsealed the secret spell to imprison the deity, the vanished pharaoh, Akhenaten. You can't just use a real pharaoh's name.
Crystal
The
Case,
real
thank
is-
you for subscribing with Prime.
Thank you. The realization overwhelmed me with shock and excitement. The hero who single-handedly saved Fayum was alive and standing right in front of me.
I'm 120 years old.
Larry, no, His Majesty, Pharaoh Akhenaten, is it really you? Hearing my address, a shadow of obscure pain once again flooded Larry's face.
Don't call me that way. I don't deserve such lofty respect. I am just a sinner.
A sinner? How could you? I couldn't fathom what burdened him with such self-blame and anguish, evident since the first time we met. Perhaps it was the profound loneliness over a century, or the
Oh, that's a
departure of
good word.
ministers, friends, and
You
family.
ever long for something, but also you're lonely? That's
Yeah,
loneliness.
it's true. Perhaps, but whatever it was, I didn't want him to torment himself like this. Your Majesty, I may not understand your pain, but everything will get better. Fayum still exists, your loyal people are still here, and everyone is waiting for your return.
The chaos has subsided, and the people of Fayum have survived for a century. I'm no longer needed. My return is meaningless.
No, it means the world. No, it's not. You're wrong. His self-depreciation prompted a loud protest from me. Existence itself has meaning. Besides, you can continue researching herbs with me to heal people.
No, I think that's stupid. It's not fun.
I wondered if he spent his days yearning for his homeland throughout the past century. We still haven't gotten this situation.
No, well, we got into a picnic first, clearly.
Yeah, I guess. They're kind of running out of time to show us two guys, you know?
Yeah. We're back to church.
Mm-hmm. Fayumians had never seen someone unafraid of sunlight, and Larry's arrival was a huge encouragement. However, concerns lingered about the doomsday prophecy from the ancient scroll and the worsening illnesses. Unbothered by the prophecy, I focused even more on finding the cure for the inherent ailments of Fayumians. Larry would collect herbs in the day and study pharmacology or even improve my formulas with me at night. Through our efforts, many patients got much better, and Adil could finally run and play freely. Adil, did you take your medicine today? How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel strong now. I can even wrestle with Uncle Larry. Arm wrestle with Uncle Larry. I kicked that guy's ass. I gave him a pile driver.
Wow, you're amazing. Here, take these grapes as a reward and help me deliver the medicine to Aunt Aisha, okay? Remember to tell her to follow the prescription when brewing the medicine, or else...
Or else medicine becomes poison. I know.
What the fuck? Adil took the medicine and, as he was about to leave, suddenly stopped on his way.
By the way, there's been a curfew, and the city gates are under strict control. Please don't sneak out again. They told me to tell you this, even though I'm a little kid.
Police forces all 8-year-olds here.
Yeah.
Curfew? What happened?
The High Priest saw something during stargazing last night. The star of misfortune will soon descend. Blood will drip from the heavens. Doctor, do you think something bad is really gonna happen?
The High Priest likes to scare naughty children with wild predictions. Don't worry. Even if there's something, the adults will find a solution, so relax.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
As Adil nodded and bounced away, I continued with my busy tasks. After several improvements, the medicine I developed showed initial efficacy, but success remained elusive. Strange, the proportions and protocols are all in order. My mood grew restless, compounded by my consecutive sleepless nights. I felt only one step away from exhaustion. Just as I mustered the strength to rise from the table, a dizzy spell overtook me, my body hitting the ground. What? After what felt like... Okay, I was gonna say, is he gonna lay down to make fun of me? After what felt like an eternity, I opened my eyes and saw Larry leaning beside me. This is not what's happening in this.
That's not what's happening here.
Larry looked weary as he had been guarding me. When he noticed me awake, his eyes lit up with tenderness.
Are you awake? Do you want some water? Or perhaps something to eat?
What was that sound at the end? That's such a
or perhaps
weird delivery.
something to eat.
Painkiller sound. He gently brushed away the stray hair on my forehead, leaving a touch of warmth on my face, awaiting my response. The way he looked at me made me dazzled. It felt like being treasured. I clenched the blanket in my hand, concealing the warmth and shyness welling up inside me, and shook my head. No, I'm fine. I just need to lie down for a while.
All right. I'll stay here with you.
Where's our quote
Open
mark? There's never
parentheses.
quote mark.
I know. Or open quotes. Not closed.
Oh my
We
god,
got both,
back-to-back
back.
scenes. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think they've ever done that before. As I closed my eyes again, Larry propped himself in his arm and quietly watched over me. This is creepy. I'm sorry. It is creepy.
Sorry, I have to hover hand you. Otherwise, I'll lose my crystal powers.
Although we had moments like this before, the atmosphere now felt different. His gaze seemed to carry...
The Warrior Queen says, are the grapes going to get smashed between them? Based on where the previous image was, you are now lying right on top of those grapes.
Yeah, 100%. His focus seemed to carry an inexplicable his gaze seemed to carry an inexplicable focus and affection, tempting me into a dreamy state. Clearing my throat with a blush, I attempted to break the awkward chemistry. Adil mentioned that we can't leave the city recently, and I wonder if our herbs will be enough. After the curfew is lifted, let's go out for more herbs. Larry's eyes suddenly dimmed. Probably dimmed.
Dimmed.
Instead of an immediate response, he posed a question.
Do you also doubt the Doomsday Prophecy?
I don't know. It's a prophecy from centuries ago. No one knows if it's true.
Well, I'm a fucking magic pharaoh, so... I mean...
Larry's worried expression was met by my quick comfort. Don't worry. Even if it's true, Monty is getting on the years, and he could have read the stars wrong. He's old and stupid.
What if he's right this time?
That's not my concern. My duty as a doctor is to heal and save lives, not to save the world, so... I paused for a moment, looking at my increasingly frail body, and smiled calmly. Increasingly frail.
What is happening to you? I guess maybe this is the curse?
Also, I love that she has modern earring backings.
Mm-hmm. Well, we don't know that this is an ancient culture. Like that last demon story, they just suddenly were in a city with skyscrapers at one point. So, like...
Yeah...
Maybe there are cars.
That might have been like a metaphor, though.
Maybe.
Even if tomorrow is doomsday, I won't stop working now. That's a doctor's commitment. After making my speech, I noticed a subtle emotion skimming Larry's face, unsure of what he's thinking. Larry then gazed into the pitch-black darkness outside with a calm expression and tone. The Pharaoh said, okay.
Yeah.
Larry gazed outside with a calm expression and tone. The Pharaoh said,
relax. The doomsday will never come.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to hear it. For some reason, tonight's air felt hotter and more unbearable than usual, speeding up my heartbeats.
Doomsday.
Yeah, it's probably doomsday. I got up, poured myself a glass of water, and decided to visit the pharmacy. Passing by Larry's room, I noticed his door slightly ajar, and it appeared empty inside. I sensed something by instinct and sprinted toward the city gate. Sure enough, I saw Larry in the distance, leaving the city. As I was reminded of his strange look from earlier in the day, an ominous feeling washed over me. On the silent night in the wilderness, the star of misfortune arrived as expected with sharp red light. Larry stood atop a towering cliff, allowing the fierce wind to tug at his disheveled clothes and long hair. Years ago, he used a powerful spell from the Forbidden Book to seal the deity, cursing himself in the process. As long as he was alive, the celestial fire prophesied would arrive, forcing him to make a decision. Larry took out a bottle of black pills, preparing to swallow them. Oh my god! Preparing to... They have pills, which is weird, and bottles for pills.
That's what I'm talking about.
When someone snatched them away. Someone being me or someone else? Is me, okay. Are you insane? This is poison.
Miss Doctor.
Larry gaped at YN, who breathless and flushed was glaring at him. Why would you unalive yourself?
Oh, yeah.
What else are you hiding from me? Don't say that to people. The chilling wind.
geez.
What else are you hiding from me? You're depressed? What else?
Well, he's not depressed.
Right, yeah.
He's trying to stop.
he's
This
being
is
hero.
not. Yeah.
The chilling wind howled, finally releasing the long-buried secret from Larry.
Why are we still calling him Larry?
No, his name is Akhenaten. YN had a different understanding of the terrifying prophecy and even questioned its validity. Nonsense. How could you be the epitome of disaster? You're the hero who saved the people of Fayum. It's the universe that decides on natural disasters. What does it have to do with you? All baseless assumptions. The forbidden book is just to scare people. Instead of believing in an object, why not believe in ourselves?
Believe in ourselves?
Yeah, I mean, if there is such a thing as celestial fire, how can you be sure that your death will prevent it? What we can do is try our best to protect everyone from the disaster, right? Larry gazed at his hands. For the first time, he felt that they were no longer heavy and loathsome. One other thing that he just thought his hands were heavy all the time.
Yeah. You're right. Perhaps I should trust myself for one more time.
That's what I'm talking about. YN smiled approvingly. Not me. Why wouldn't they say I smiled approvingly? And her shining eyes were full of vigor and vitality. Yet her body was so frail and slender, the staggering contrast left Larry speechless. The girl with bright smiles brought courage and hope back into his life. If doomsday was approaching, he'd be willing to sacrifice everything to protect her and this land. At any cost, including his life. That was the problem. That's why we're here and stopped you.
Yeah.
All Fayumians held their breath, awaiting the sunrise. All the houses were reinforced, and the elderly and children were placed in the safest underground spot. Monty, using a telescope, looked into the distant sky and faintly saw countless red flames falling from above.
Celestial fire is descending. Divine punishment is upon us. Everyone, find shelter and hide the kids.
As the sky turned into a fiery red, I rushed Monty into the underground passage.
Oh, I'm elderly.
All right, I forgot. I should take care of the high priest and remember to reinforce the entrance. Got it. Wait, where are you going? The celestial fire is about to fall. It's dangerous outside. I'm going to get more medicine. The stock below might not be enough. You're what? That's a terrible excuse. Sounds. As I ran toward the pharmacy, a huge crystal dome covered the sky above Fayum.
Aren't we underground?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Are we like half underground? I'm not really 100%
Oh, maybe.
on how that
That's
is,
interesting.
how that's working.
Yeah. Are you there? Uh-oh.
Sorry, I'm back.
Hi, chat. Oh, okay, good.
It wasn't a tech error this time. I had to mute
Oh
myself
no,
right back.
crystal disease, the doom. Dang, the celestial fire got her.
As I ran toward the pharmacy, a huge crystal dome covered the sky above Fayum. It was Larry. One by one, burning fireballs fell, crashing onto the barrier he had desperately constructed. Once, twice, enduring 1,000 countless violent impacts, the dome remained steadfast. My eyes welled up. In a blur, I saw his handsome, resolute face beneath the flames and shattered crystals. As tears rolled down my cheeks, I kept praying for his safety, hoping he would return to me. Whoa, the waiting felt like forever. Finally, the firm crystal dome began to crack and ultimately collapsed. At that moment, a loud crashing noise hit me.
Over here.
After nearly 2 days, the celestial fire ceased its descent, plunging the world into an eerie silence. Crystals and demolished buildings were scattered around with only a few embers burning in the corners. All Fayumians had survived, and even my medicine, unexpectedly refined by the intense heat, was a success.
Shut the fuck up.
They just had to flaming mow the medicine, and it worked.
Right.
However, someone was leaving the world. To me, he was the most important person. I stumbled through the ruins, finally catching sight of that familiar figure. Larry. He lay amid the shattered crystals with his eyes closed and only a faint breath. They're doing their best with their expressions here.
Oh, yeah.
Upon hearing my cries, he struggled to open his eyes, sending me a gentle smile.
Don't be sad. Haven't I saved Fayum again? You should be happy for me. Now that you're all safe, I can leave this world in peace.
No, you can't go. You didn't have my consent. I won't let you die, you hear me?
Sorry for breaking my promise again.
When did he break it before?
You just don't remember, but you were there 100 years ago. You were my pharaohess.
Oh my god, of course. That would listen, that could be true.
Uh-huh.
Larry locked his eyes at the girl's tear-streaked face and wanted to keep her in his heart for all eternity.
YN, don't cry.
These were his final words. Larry, no! I held Larry's body, crying despairingly, unable to believe he had left me. No, you won't die. I won't let you die. Trembling, I fumbled in my bag for the life-saving pill, forcing it into Larry's mouth. What? This medicine just, heals anything? He got, space blasted.
You should have given him this before he died.
How is this in any way related to that disease the kid had? It's, completely not...
No, you forgot the heat from space tempered the medicine to make it better.
Oh, yeah. It cures the ailments of the Fayum people, and you'll be saved as well. Please, you must wake up. So it's like magic medicine.
It's like magic racial medicine. Yeah.
Right. Larry, you'll be okay. I murmured, staring at the dimly lit sky, tears streaming down my face as I held Larry tightly in my arms. The moment the dawn broke seemed eternal. As a piercing light penetrated his dark dream, Larry slowly opened his eyes. Boo. Cop out. Outside the window was a dazzling sunshine, accompanied by the chuckles of children playing.
Chuckling children is a very funny way to, normally you think...
That sounds like a Robin exclamation. Chuckling children, Batman.
Chuckling children,
The Joker's abducted a school bus. He walked out in a daze and saw a deal in a group of perky children playing in the yard. This was the first time in a century he had seen smiles blossom under the sunlight, a beauty almost dreamlike.
Uncle Larry, you're awake!
Adil skipped over, leaping into his arms.
Can you live under the sun now? Yeah, after that celestial fire, we can all enjoy the sun.
If you had been born underground and had never seen the sun, I feel like this would be the scariest day of your life.
Uh-huh. There's a ball of fire in the sky. Everyone's okay with it.
CC's Blue in the chat says this story feels like a Star Trek episode that people try to forget.
Mm-hmm.
Season 1 Next Generation ship.
Unfortunately, it also sounds like it also reminds me of a mid-70s Doctor Who story that everyone says is great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They say the celestial fire broke the curse of the malevolent deity, and we misunderstood the prophecy.
Oh. Is that what they say happened?
That's what they say. They say that Can you tell me what's the misunderstanding, Adil?
Please.
Are you a theology student? In the prophecy, the catastrophe wasn't the end of Fayumians. Instead, it marked a rebirth. Catastrophe wasn't the end of Fayumians.
Larry looked at Adil in astonishment, not expecting such words to come from a child. As a vague yet powerful premonition surged within him, Larry followed with another question.
Adil, who told you about this?
Huh? Oh, you.
Huh? Huh? She is right there. That is her right there.
Oh, pink filter. They put the pink filter on. That means there's golden showers or whatever.
Oh, right, yes.
Following Adil's gaze, Larry looked ahead, where a familiar figure stood. The sunlight outlined every soft strand of her hair and the bright, clean smile on her face. Is she dead now? Is she gonna be, like, laying on a thing? No, okay. It was the most blissful scene Larry had ever seen in his life. Hey, Larry. That's it.
The end. All right, well, what's this one called?
This one is
Larry.
called
It
Forbidden
was
Land.
no trouble at all, miss.
Larry Forbidden Land.
Just
let's
ends on,
see.
hey, Larry.
Hey, Larry.
What's up?
Oh, am I going to be able to find this one? This one I might not be able to find. Let's see. Sorry, Life Makeover, right?
Mm-hmm. Life Makeover, Larry Forbidden Land.
Uh-huh. Well, the top hit for Larry Forbidden Land Life Makeover videos is Real Larry, Fake Larry, Life Makeover Part 4, stream 5/15/24 from Friends at the Table. So, that's in the videos, but maybe there's a Reddit
Yeah.
post that'll...
We have somehow
really
become like a premium Life Makeover streamer hub.
You should consider. You should...
There are other
yeah.
people who stream it, but
Right.
Mostly
it's people being excited about pulling this character. You know?
aim
Over on
higher,
the Reddit.
folks.
Oh my god, says somebody.
I don't get the Larry likers. I can't.
Wow.
There was someone in the chat, probably several people, suggesting that it was going to be another book that Larry wrote. That's often a thing that happens with these Larry stories. Is at the end, it's like you're at the cafe with him, and he's like, "So what did you think?" And then you're like, "It was really good. I liked the part where she had medicine or something, you know."
Right, of course.
That's what they do. My throat cannot stand another SR or
Okay. Are
SSR
those longer?
because they are
Is that
so
what the thing
long.
is? Sure, so you want to do an SR?
Oh wait, this
I'll
one.
teach you.
Well, that one's actually
Who's
not that
this?
long.
Is this Gerald?
This is Gerald. This one has some outfit ones. Hang on, let me see.
I'm not leaving.
Oh yeah, no, this one's all
This
reading,
one-
so that one would be bad.
Yeah.
So actually, maybe doing this last SSR that is new would be good, and then the next time I stream, I'll do the SRs that are new.
The SRs, sure.
Come on, have a try.
This is Spring Day,
Come
Gerald.
on, have a try. I'm a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur. I rise and I grind. Sigma status. You could monetize those two little birds.
Come on, have a try.
Blink.
Uh-huh. It's not
Come on,
cultural
have a
appropriation.
try.
It's avant-garde.
Hey, what are these discs hanging from? They're like swinging, like they're.
I think they're supposed to be hanging from like each other, but that they don't. They're just
No.
hovering on his chest. Can I see the silhouette of the other one? Over the rear side of this card? Is there one? Oh, sure.
That's Nikki. That's Infinity Nikki.
That's Infinity Nikki.
Crossover.
It's a
event.
crossover. Yeah.
All right. It was a sunny, breezy day. I was standing in the bustling streets looking around.
The vendor over there said it is the right place. Let's just wait.
Okay, this is like normal Gerald with voice acting.
Right.
That's
right.
promising.
For now, yeah.
Gerald was striding
He's down
towards
here. He's a little lower,
me. He is.
just in case.
I nodded and continued to look in the crowd.
Whenever I see this guy, I kind of think he's the Mr. Big of Sex and the City of this game.
He is. That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was half an hour past the appointed time, but the tour guide I found online was still nowhere to be seen.
How about asking my AI assistant for help, Mars?
Gerald said to the screen, and Mars appeared with all kinds of local information. I hurriedly stopped him before I could admire the tricks. He cast a puzzled look at me.
Mars is a perfect fit if you want to find some inspiration for the ethnic design competition.
No!
Uh-oh. I told you. I literally said it's not cultural appropriation. It's avant-garde. I couldn't have been more right. I could not have called the shot better.
The ethnic design competition. Oh, my face hurts from laughing. You're right, but I have my reasons to choose the tour guide. I showed him a photo on Wana. There were some tourists in local costumes in the old town.
I've been saying Vavana in my head.
I think I don't
Wana
I truly
makes sense.
I just assume it's Wana. Do you see the weaving design? According to the tourists, only the tour guide has it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. Gerald nodded, but looked at me with a hint of resignation. Ahem, but we can't just keep waiting here. What about looking around? I looked around the bustling town and found an assembled company around a nearly finished stage in the square nearby. Okay. Nearly finished. Okay, like building.
I don't know that I've
stage.
ever read a sentence with so many prepositions. They say don't end a sentence with a preposition. You should also not put 6 of them in the same sentence.
As we approached the stage, we heard voices of impenetrable discussion mixed with dialects. What?
Oh my god.
Is this just other languages? Is she describing other languages? A man dressed like a worker was resting by the stage. I went
Do
up
you
to
mean
him.
a worker? A worker was resting by the stage.
No, everyone's in costumes here.
Oh, okay. I see.
Excuse me, what's going on here? The man smiled and said heartily that they're setting up the stage for the Girls' Festival the day after tomorrow. I've heard about the Girls' Festival, but why do you need a stage?
We're running rounds of competitions on the stage
Wow.
to celebrate the festival.
That's exactly the voice I was going to give this workman, for sure. Definitely would have been, that's what it was.
So I see. Is there a prize for the winner?
The one receiving the most handkerchiefs will have a chance to confess his love to his beloved girl on the stage.
On the stage?
The one receiving the most handkerchiefs.
LGV says, please tell me it's not an ethnic girls festival.
He added with a winking smile.
But if you get the handkerchief from Miss Right in the middle, you can just quit.
Seeing the rare, embarrassed look on Gerald's face, I fought back a smile and cut to the chase. I would not, could not, in a box. We are just tourists and we're not racing here. What? We are just tourists and we're not racing here. By the way, do you know the guide on the phone? I guess I'm holding up my phone and showing him this guide.
I guess, yeah.
To my surprise, the man shook his head, disappointed. Sloopy Deep in the chat said Sailor Moon's side character will turn into a monster voice.
Oh, it's Heidi. I don't think she can keep the appointment given the case in her family.
The case in her family. I didn't get a chance to ask as the man was called back to work, leaving a hasty gesture to the town.
Sorry, I have to go now. Her workshop is over there. Just go and see for yourselves.
There's no point in waiting any longer.
Saying goodbye to the man, Gerald and I exchanged a look and decided to go to the workshop.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, gotta go somewhere. We came to the workshop in the town as instructed by the man. In front of the workshop, several pieces of cloth rippled in the gentle breeze, same as what I saw on Wana. Here it is. I quickened my steps to knock on the door, but the door sounded like it was almost falling apart. I jumped at the sound, and Gerald immediately pulled me back a few steps.
Are you okay?
Oh, what is that?
I shook my head. It seemed like someone inside was smashing against the door. Gerald kept me behind him and knocked on the door gravely.
Hello. We're here to see Heidi.
A roar came from inside the house, followed by the sound of heavy approaching footsteps.
I've told you a million times that we're not going to agree. Just give up.
The door popped open, revealing a middle-aged woman. Her anger seemed half gone when she saw Gerald and me.
Oh, so are you looking for my daughter?
I told her about the tour guide thing. She nodded understandably, ready to go back inside to call Heidi. Thank you so much. What was going on in there?
Oh, sorry about that. Nothing. A brazen-faced boy has been dogging us these days.
Awkwardly, the woman walked back into the house. Within seconds, the sound of her calling Heidi came from inside. What is this? So Heidi has been kept indoors for this? Hearing my groan, Gerald looked disapproving as well.
Anyway, let's wait and see.
A few moments later, the quarrel in the house ended, and a young girl ran to us, looking slightly drawn and tired.
I'm so sorry. The workshop has been short-staffed these days, and my mother
is this
wants
a
me to stay at
child?
home
I
and
don't-
help.
What the fuck is happening?
Maybe guys are young in this culture, in the incubus culture.
Looking at her reddened eyes, Gerald and I tacitly ignored her clumsy lie. Heidi forced an apologetic smile and pointed to the cloth flying in front of the workshop.
I remember you're interested in weaving. And look at these, and there are
We've
ready-made
met?
clothes you can try on.
What?
Look at these and there are ready-made clothes you can try on.
Sorry
We like it
about
very
what
much.
happened. In return, you can rent them for free. It's nice to wear them and take pictures.
Heidi, you have us confused for someone else.
She introduced the cloth, refreshed and vibrant. I'd love to get a change, but... I stole a glance at Gerald, thinking about how to get this man changed.
Codabuck in the chat says, she has to stay indoors. You can't be out when the brazen-faced boys are in dogging season.
That's about it. Would you like to try them on?
Of course. Gerald, how about you? It's a rare opportunity.
Yes. Pick one for me.
Okay, so it is actual Gerald wearing that clothing. Okay.
I think we're about to put some clothing on him.
To my surprise, Gerald readily agreed before I could finish my lengthy speech of persuasion. Catching my inquiring gaze, Gerald shot a raised eyebrow at me with a hint of tease.
It was inquiring with a hint of tease.
I had to nod shyly.
I'll do whatever you want.
In a short while, Heidi hurried out with an armful of clothes, but she did not look as relaxed as before. It turned out that there were many tourists these days and the clothes were not cleaned. I comforted her. Never mind, it's okay. I have an extra suit and I wanted to try it on. After calming Heidi down, Gerald and I were guided to change our clothes separately. It's a pity, but a simple holiday outfit is also a good choice. It would be better with some sweet girlish embellishments.
Sea Stranger says, really interested in the choice to give them VAs, but no art. Is art more expensive than voices? If I had to take a guess,
Yes.
my guess is artists are focused on making more cards, more allies, more
clothes.
primary, because those are the things that actually make money.
And they have new outfits
VAs,
regularly.
right. VAs might make you consider that a certain story is better or you know, like, oh nice, it's a premium story, it comes with extra voice acting or whatever. But we've done 2 of these now today that have not had really any voice acting.
Yeah.
And that wasn't like, well, I don't want to pull that card because it doesn't have voice acting, but pulling a card with good art is what or pulling a character with good art is the thing that will make you spend money in the gacha, you know?
The other thing is that, like, you know, all of these cards, if you have that writing and you have people in the studio, you can just record them all in like
You just knock them out.
You know,
Yeah,
like a lot of these would take like an hour to get a few cards worth of dialogue if you had someone who was like, who knew what they were doing.
Yeah, there's not a lot of voice acting in a story here, it seems. Even
and we also know for a fact that
character.
Sometimes when they say they're going to do another take, they don't actually put the other take in.
We've heard
So
that, you're right.
It's a bit of a mill. So like, you know, it can cost, I don't know. The voice stuff would cost a few $1,000s, but art's going to be more expensive in the long run,
Well,
especially for just like a throwaway character.
It's the thing of like, the voice actor can't be spending their time on something else that's going to make you more money.
Yeah.
The artists, in order to draw that guy Heidi, they need to not be doing something that is your big money faucet.
And because the story is always voice acted, if you have an actor who's coming in to do X number of storylines, you book actors like in time windows. Some places will only let you book actors in like 2-hour slots even. Some places will do like a half hour, an hour or an hour and a half, but like some places you have to book them for 2 hours and you pay for that time whether they fill it or not. So there's a real incentive to just be like, let's just get them something in there.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Video games.
Well, none of which is us saying like, and that's why it's the right choice, but like,
no, it's just what
in terms
it
of
is.
what their motivations are, that's what those motivations are.
And like, you know, sometimes you can get more than you would otherwise with that system. If you have that time to fill, like there's stuff that you might get voices for that you wouldn't normally, like the side characters, like you know, little girl number 5 or whatever.
Yeah. All right, so what is the simple and sweet holiday style?
This isn't going to look anything like what he's going to be wearing. This is just a dress that says anchor.
It's simple and sweet. It's holiday because it's like vaguely nautical. That's not it either. These are bad. Okay.
It's
I don't know.
better.
It's better, but is that simple? Is that top actually simple?
Well,
this
yes,
is not.
it is.
That one, what you just showed me is
tag-wise. It is simple.
Okay.
It has a B in simple. It's mostly sexy and sweet.
That's what I'm saying. It mostly reads as sexy and sweet to me.
But it is simple.
Can we go back to the black shorts you just had on?
These?
Oh yeah, I guess this right. This is girl from rival school coming to steal Danny Zuko's heart.
I think Coconut Beach is better.
Yeah, this is way better for sure. That necklace, I think, though, is a problem.
Yeah, I don't love the necklace.
Well, I don't.
Oh, what about not the balloon animal flowers, but that little little shell?
That's nice. That's cute.
You can do
It's the
something
right
with
color
that.
and everything. Yeah.
But if we wear the balloon animal thing, we can put these on.
Fluffy, great.
I'm entering my wooden era. Each layer seals the winds of the era and the stories of time.
Cool. Simple. SS.
Anchor earrings.
My ear anchors.
Yeah, you know. Falling moonlight. Maybe falling moonlight's fine.
Yeah, that's nice.
Shattered light for the necklace, maybe? Or bright lit heart?
Maybe.
Desert crescent? Oh, what about desert crescent with velvety moonlight? Those are kind of different colors.
They are. Those aren't the same silver, unfortunately.
I think I can fix that.
There we go.
If I just unlock all of these, can I do that? I can. Just do whatever.
Extra palette unlocked.
Those are both awful. Here's my gray palette. Here we go. That's
Yeah.
that's closer.
That's close. From this distance, especially.
Or do I want them to be white? Do I want to make the necklace whiter
Oh, that's possible.
to match the hair thing?
To match
more?
the yeah. That's exactly
Yeah.
what you want.
Okay.
Do you have to unlock this also separately?
Yeah.
Jeez.
When I first started playing this game, they didn't have the unlock all button either, so you had to go one at a time and unlock
annoying.
them. It was bad. It was
Terrible.
not fun.
Oh, is it purple? Oh, I see. I see what's happening.
It's like blue. Oh, that's
Is
brighter,
there not
but
whiter than that?
no. I might still have to darken the earrings.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just like, yeah, just a touch. Just a smidge.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's close enough.
it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Bracelet. Dream Whisper. Ring. Flower Affection or Fingertip Cruise?
Well, I need to read the lore on these. Can you give me the
Yeah.
descriptions?
Here we go. She gave her this ring before departure, saying it would guide her way.
Interesting. Sure.
What? I don't know how to get the lore up sometimes. It just seems like luck when it happens. Oh,
Well,
fuck.
there it goes.
Late night is quiet. The shadows are in pairs, and the flower scents are growing dense.
I think it's this one.
Yeah, flower affection.
Yeah, flower affection. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Fickle Piggy
And,
Pie. Realis is the next Patreon season of Friends of the Table. Perpetua, which is using Fabula Ultima, is the next main season of Friends of the Table, which we have truly begun recording. Both of those, Realis is like deep in recording. Realis is just going to keep coming out month to month. Like we have a lot in the tank on that. Perpetua will get going, and we have like all right backlog, but we need a little bit more probably. Oh, there you go. Rumba Trumpet, it's touch. It's a long touch on mobile, so maybe click and hold to get the.
Oh,
the description.
sure. That makes sense.
I like the suitcase
Yeah.
with bones on it.
It's cat bones. Not cat bones, but it's like bones for cats.
Do cats take? Is that a thing?
No.
You have a cat.
I
When's
think
the
they're
last time you get a cat
explicitly
a bone?
bad. You're not supposed to give them bones.
Yeah. That's a little too matchy.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Can
I
we
just
get
don't want it to be
like
pink, you know?
No, but can we get like a burgundy, like a deep,
Oh, maybe.
like go hard the other direction and see if it doesn't work? Oh, you know what we should actually do is we should pull out the flowers, the yellow and the flower, on your skirt.
Oh, sure.
Maybe not. Though also
Where's
that's
the
not really.
actual yellows?
There's the actual yellows.
Maybe like, okay, maybe like this, and then which one is the stripes?
That one, I think.
Oh, that's the like tie parts.
Oh, you meant the actual stripes. Right.
Corners.
I see.
Ooh.
I think it's 4, maybe?
I feel like these should be dark brown
Yeah, that makes sense.
or darker brown.
I'd even go darker. Yeah, I would do all the way dark. Or, yeah, one of those two.
And then is this?
These are the, yeah.
Oh, that's the wings and the
Oh,
accents
God.
on the art.
Oh, Lord. So that means it's 6 is the...
I don't. What was it
Oh,
before?
that's...
I think it was
You
better
can hit
before.
back. You can hit back. But now it might be a few.
Okay.
You ran out of backs.
I think I ran out of backs.
Yeah, I
Or
don't
it was
think
this. I don't even know.
Maybe. Yeah, it was, because it was the bone. The bone... Oh, no, this is not the bone. This is something else, huh? Oh, no.
It doesn't matter that much. Just pick
Yeah.
like a beige. Like a mid brown.
Sure, that looks all right.
So then this one is stripes? Yes,
Yes.
okay, finally.
I want a darker yellow.
I don't
But there just
have
isn't
that
one.
many darker
No, I know.
yellows. Well, I could X palette.
Fuck is, oh my gosh.
That's how I have to. I spend X stars or whatever the fuck they're called, and then
I
you just
see.
unlock a color wheel and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
That's so funny. They really get you. Yeah, like a yellow brown.
Like in that space.
Sure. God, the little cat is very funny.
Okay, let's go with that.
Hmm.
And then let's get rid of this holiday tag. And
In
go for
order
some
to just
hair.
get. Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
I mean, actually,
No,
I
that's
might
not
get rid
bad.
of all of the tags and just look at the new stuff that I have because I've gotten so
Oh,
much
that's
new
fun.
shit
Yeah, do that.
since. Or I could just go with that.
That's kind
which
of
is.
nice. Sun and seagulls? Yeah.
What about this?
Sorry, does it say sun and seagull?
Sun and seagull.
Just one seagull. Okay.
When seeing white birds flit past the blue sky, she wonders where she came from.
Damn. Shame you don't know that, huh?
This one's kind of fun if it was a different color.
Tipsy apricot.
Girls playing in flower shadows bloom like spring flowers themselves.
Mm.
What do we have as our default sets here? Oh, the purple's kind of nice.
Purple is nice. The purple's great.
I don't love it with the brown bag, but also I don't
No,
hate it
me
enough to
either.
change the brown bag, you know?
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, let's see. What are we missing? Nope.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm probably fine without these.
Yeah, probably.
I do want... Oh wait, the bag is handheld, isn't it?
Maybe.
So I can't
Seems
have
like it
cotton
would be.
robber. That's it. That's it. The one who ate all the cotton.
Get him. Get his ass. Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, this is Bunny Behave.
Oh, there's
like a
Bunny
bell.
Behave. That's weird.
I kind of want cotton robber.
It's cute.
Where's that?
I like it.
I also have this. I also have curved song.
Oh, that's evil. You've killed that goose.
It's a purse. I think. Actually, I don't know. I assumed it was a
Click it.
purse,
What's
but
it
I think
say?
it's just a bag or a stuffed guy. You said you had a flight, so I sang to wake you at 5 a.m. Oh, it's at 8 p.m.
Weird.
Ooh, shiny.
It is.
I'm gonna go with cotton robber. I just
Okay.
oh the
You just want
feathers.
cotton robber. Yeah, the feathers are cute. Oh, you have wings too, huh? Or a bag.
I could, yeah. Fashion tour.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a
Oh, or tail.
special meow? I don't need a tail.
Special meow. Special meow.
Special meow. Crossbody bag. I don't need to worry about that. Floating. Yeah, let's bring a robot.
Mm-hmm. You're on vacation after all.
Yeah. And then, real quick, some basic makeup. Just some basic
Sure.
fun.
I don't like being zoomed in on your face. Ah. Whoa, that's not makeup. This is not... That's gross. Ugh. Oh no, Uzumaki. The spiral. That's from Cyberpunk 2077.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's the Geas. Wait. Go down to Ethereal. Click in on that. What's this? I need to know the story on this.
She tears an entrance to the other dimension only to see
Okay.
blood red eyes.
Cool. Yeah, that's what Lelouch uses when he commands people to do things.
Oh.
Yeah, These are scary.
These ones kind of trick you because they kind of look normal for a second.
Yeah,
And then
they go,
they're
"Gotcha."
like pulsing.
Pulsing, yeah.
These ones just glow.
These might be my least favorite. The golden flower.
Oh, yeah.
This reminds me of like a beehive. Like there's something like it's gross. I won't even say the thing that it makes me think. It's
Okay.
gross. It looks like it's home to something, you know?
Oh.
It's gross.
Just keep it simple with that. I got a lot of weird eyebrows recently. Lots of strange shapes and turny-uppy bits.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Who cares? My secret is the only thing I actually care about is the lipstick.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair.
I think Floral Confession's probably a good one. I love how the head flops on this bird.
It's very cute. It's very funny.
It looks so soft.
It does
like
look
it
soft.
looks real.
I would take a nap with that. Yeah.
They sell this at IKEA.
Uh-huh.
When they sell out of Blahages, you get the cotton robber. Solitary goose blush. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
to match your cotton robber.
Oh, the wild goose. I almost forgot my own life as wandering as yours.
Wow.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Quick deploy our freshly learned about Larry.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I forgot the shoes. The shoes weren't quite right, but who cares?
Oh. Those are not great.
Show the
my
goose.
Oh my god, she's flying.
There's no goose in this at all.
Maybe we'll get the goose in a little bit. Maybe we won't.
There's no goose.
They don't know how to goose. Get goose air. You're the
God.
greatest character I've ever written? Is that what that said?
Yeah, Larry's a freak like that. I don't like him.
Oh, right, because he writes. Wait, that's not Larry. Oh, because Larry helped you. I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
We're 3?
Gerald was often seen in formal wear, so I was excited about
Oh,
his new
boy.
look. Seeing Heidi and me waiting outside the workshop, Gerald walked quickly towards us.
What do you think? Do I look good?
Seeing his vaguely expectant look, I couldn't help but tease him a bit.
Man.
It looks good on you. You no longer look like a boss on a private visit out of his busy schedule. He nodded seriously as if he didn't get what I said.
You look good too.
This is just my own clothing.
You do not match. You were right.
No. And there is an ethnic tag, quote unquote. So if they wanted to do that, they could have.
Mm-hmm.
I was somehow a little embarrassed about his straightforward compliment. After some small talk, Heidi took us to the planned attractions. When we arrived, many curious townspeople gathered around us.
Yo, Heidi, is this your visitor? A handsome guy. Would you like to hear something interesting?
What is this voice? Gerald is so popular. Is this part of his everyday life? Overwhelmed by the enthusiasm, Gerald picked up an unfamiliar stringed instrument. Oh no.
No.
I couldn't help but laugh up my sleeve at his slightly embarrassed face. Yet the next
Great
moment, our
expression.
eyes met. Laughing up your sleeve?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Gerald moved his long, slick fingers clumsily between the strings, being corrected from time to time. I'm glad to know that weird, weak little sound is deliberate, and he is actually
Yeah.
playing it like that. It's not just that they couldn't find a better sound. Intermittent sounds came, followed by a melodious tune in a short while.
I've not heard the melodious tune.
Where's the other? Oh, it's up here. Somehow I could see nothing of a beginner in Gerald. I disagree. Was it because of his aura to blend in, or his confident smile at me from time to time? Wait a minute. He must have noticed that I wanted to see him in embarrassment. Before I could get back to my senses, Gerald had got to his feet and come over.
Come on, have a try.
I quailed as he read my thoughts and had to pretend a calm look.
Yeah, you quailed.
I'm not as charming as you, and I can't attract so many enthusiastic teachers.
I'll teach you.
He handed me the instrument and taught me how to play. When the first note sounded, my heart lightened. It's great to try something new on a trip. Hearing my exclamation, the townspeople showed a familiar smile. The next moment...
Then how about getting him dressed up like a girl for a dance?
I
Do
mean,
in Rome as the Romans do?
well, you know, they asked to cross-dress Gerald. Why don't we get him into some drag? What are we doing?
What? Gerald was stunned by the babble. Things were getting out of hand, and I cast a look for help at Heidi. This is actually really funny, for a reason that I'll show right before we end.
Okay.
And I was gonna save it and not reveal it,
Okay.
but now I feel like I need to reveal it just so it
The
doesn't
game's
rely on
earned it.
continuity for
see.
people to follow why it's so funny.
Okay.
She seemed to look at us in a trance. After a moment of pause, she came to rescue. The crowd had to move on and continue casual conversations with Gerald. I hurried back to Heidi.
Sorry, I've got something on my mind and I didn't notice that. Are they still talking with Gerald?
So wait, they were talking to me and saying, why don't you put him in a dress?
Yeah.
And then they went back to talking to him. Before I could ask her about it, Gerald was pushed by the crowd to hand me a handkerchief. What's this? He shook his head as confused as me, and the crowd encouraged me to sew the last stitch.
Huh?
The crowd burst into laughter, and Heidi explained that a handkerchief sewed by a couple was a token of love. He looks so sad. He is not having fun. Our gaze met and parted, finally falling on the handkerchief in my palm. As we walked and talked, the childish voices beside us attracted our attention.
Alas, the pretty girl couldn't choose her love. By the witness of mountains and the moon, she escaped.
Heidi explained that the kids were rehearsing for the girls' festival.
Of course.
Sleepy Doob says this is a Riker episode.
Yeah, it is a Riker episode for sure.
It was a legend. A girl fell in love with a young man but was promised to the only son of the tribal leader. She met girls from the neighboring village who were in the same situation. They told each other sorrows in songs. The songs resounded in the mountains. Finally, they disappeared on the deep forest as a rebel against fate. Finally, they disappeared in the deep forest as a rebel against fate.
As like a rebellion against fate,
okay.
I suspect is what they're going for.
Heidi, however, finished the beautiful, heartbreaking story in a choked voice.
I know it is important to have money and enough to eat, but Bowser and I,
Bowser?
Right. Yeah, the
dog boy?
the boy, the dogging
dogging boy?
The dogging boy, the What was the rest of this description?
With a name like Bozer. So Heidi saw herself in the story because she also had a forced marriage. I let out a sign, recalling her earlier argument with her mother.
Right,
Heidi,
brazen face.
Here you are.
Ah.
Go back home. The silly Bozer is asking favor for you at your house.
The silly Bozer is asking favor for you at your house. Okay. On hearing that, Heidi paused for a moment, turned abruptly, and darted towards the workshop. We ran after her. Before we stepped into the workshop, an angry roar came. In the courtyard, she pushed a young man roughly to the ground. Heidi rushed forward and kept him behind her.
Ying, what are you doing here?
That's okay. I guess her name was different originally.
Yeah, well, they should have just kept it Ying.
Yeah, they should have. Heidi and Bozer is a weird combo. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
Ying and Bozer is also a weird combo.
Well, how dare you? You think you're tough now, huh? Go inside and don't even think about going out again.
As Heidi was pulled into the room by her angry mother, I ran over and stood in front of the couple. Wait! The furious mother, however, pushed me away violently.
Watch out!
Yes, defend me from this mother. Gerald quickly held me steady and saved me from falling to the ground.
Damn.
I shook my head at his concerned gaze and looked despondently at the three in a mess.
Come with me. Don't disgrace yourself.
Stop!
Gerald's stern voice seemed to put a pause button on the situation.
Heidi is our tour guide, and she has to work for us.
Oh my god.
This'll work.
Yeah.
She has to stay, or you can give up your tour guide business.
Okay.
No worries, he can't shut down the business. I'll give a bad review on Yelp.
I mean, he's rich, so he could be like, I secretly own this entire town.
I bet
some
that's
shit.
the case. Yeah.
Silence. Heidi's mother, swollen with arrogance, muttered a few words and went back into the room. Are you okay? Bozer seemed to have been injured. After a hasty thank you, Heidi supported him to treat his wound.
Your dress.
Gerald said when the couple left. I hadn't noticed that the corner of my dress was stained. By what?
It's gonna take some time for them to treat the wound. Let's get back to the
Did
lodge
you get
and get a
bloody?
change of clothes.
He stopped me from falling over, so I don't know what the fuck happened there. Well, then I'll just change my mood and put on the dress to take some pictures. The sweet holiday style feels... I just did that! Feels good. Take a few more pictures as a souvenir.
Well, but maybe this is a photo.
Oh,
Is there
okay,
like
yeah, this is a photo.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. This is not the outfit you had on.
No, it's not.
At
It's
all.
extremely not.
And these aren't places
No.
that you are. Like,
No.
what are we doing? Oh.
This is nothing like anything I do, clothing-wise.
You wouldn't do a little victory or a little secret? Oh, add a Miss Detective. Oh, this is very funny. Oh, right, I forgot about Dr. Raccoon. Wait, I gotta see Dr. Raccoon.
Yeah.
That might be the cutest. The little eggs are funny. Home time.
It's wild that it can't figure out where my head actually fucking is.
Even at all. I mean, that makes this one closer to right because... But the pipe is way wrong. Yeah, the raccoon one's good. The raccoon one's simply good.
Okay.
But what's the
Dr.
elf
Raccoon.
princess? Did we see elf princess? We did.
Her ears are
Right.
all
Her
the way
ears are
wrong.
way wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we can change for each one. Interesting. you can't like click and move those things yourself, can you? It'd be cool if you could like reposition. Great photo. Fantastic work.
Yeah. Fireworks. Milky Way. Solar facula.
That one's alright. That's like understated compared to like this, for instance.
These are all not some leaves. Whatever. Glistening gold.
Whoa.
Painful eye thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the effect that happens right before the big twist in the game happens, and it reveals that you've been in like VR memory the whole time.
Oh. Okay. And then salad days? Like a big salad days bouquet?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. This you get to move. That's fun.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, that
too
works.
big, kind of, but
Yeah.
whatever. This is nothing. This is nothing and goes nowhere. Here, done. Okay. I got changed and met with Gerald waiting outside. We got a message from Heidi who told us to wait here. Outside the quarter, the scenery of lucid waters and lush mountains came into view, but I was not in the mood.
Are you still thinking about what just happened?
Well, I don't think I can sit back. Look at the poor girl. Gerald dropped his eyes as if looking for the right response. Before he had an answer, Bowser ran to us and excitedly tucked a light shawl into my arms.
Here you
Okay,
are.
thanks for the shawl.
Heidi and I made the cloth, and I heard that you came for the cloth, but
What? I heard that you came to the cloth. What?
But
Heidi stepped out behind him. Upon their request, I smiled and put on the shawl.
it's beautiful. It crystallizes our love. Ouch, why did you hit me?
Bowser, stop talking nonsense.
She sounded like Miss Piggy.
well, you're right.
Kermit, stop talking
What if-
nonsense.
What if Kermit was named Bowser? Bowser the frog.
I don't think he would have stuck around if that was the case.
She would call him Bozy. Instead
True.
Of Bose,
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good Miss Piggy.
But thank you. It was the first time I'd ever tried it.
Yeah.
But Heidi put on the sweetest smile I'd ever seen today.
Oh,
Ever seen.
okay.
Okay. I glanced unconsciously towards Gerald and met his gaze unexpectedly. Were we on the same page? But what can we do to help the couple? In the distance, the square was still buzzing. I remembered what I saw when I entered the town. That's it. Girls' Festival. The young couple was taken aback and looked at me in confusion. I told them the plan I just come up with. If Bowser gets the most votes during the festival...
Then he could take the stage and confess his love in front of everyone. Is that what you think?
Why would that change anything?
Great question.
I nodded, full of expectation, but neither of the couple looked confident as I thought.
I don't know. Even if he wins, my mother will not agree.
Yeah, why would she?
And what about the tour guide thing? I can't trouble you anymore.
Truly, Heidi, what about the tour guide thing? I'm not sure any of us understood it to begin with, so let's not worry ourselves about it
Are you
going
ready to
away.
go?
Gerald? I stopped him before he could say more. We all knew that he was right. What?
What?
He was right. I'll give it a shot. And even a little bit of recognition is worth the effort.
The sincere words shook Heidi to the core. How about this? You give Bowser some training, And we can also get involved. It's a kind of experience, right? I'm shaking my head. She accepted the offer and planned the training. Farm work, swing play, folk song singing, etc.
Damn. You know what? Wait. Stay on this for a second. Because I need you to fill in what the etc. is. Number 1, farm work. Number 2, swing play. Number 3, folk song singing. What's 4th in this set? Because I don't know that I can derive from what's come before.
Microwave cookery.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Swing play, huh? Okay.
I didn't expect there are so many events. I heard that Bowser has good weaving and dyeing skills, but for the rest...
I don't know that he's
Those
up on
weren't
the
on
rest.
the list.
Yeah, well, those are part of it, etc.
Oh, okay.
You know, swing play, dyeing, farm work, etc.
Heidi led us to an open to an open land. Bowser seemed a little intimidated by the towering swing. Okay, we get to learn what swing play is. That's great.
Oh yeah, so does Bowser.
First on the swing, Heidi swung herself into the sky like a bird. As she stepped down, she became a strict coach. I don't understand what this is.
I think it's just do the swing. Maybe it's like maybe we're doing some
I'm scared of heights.
like Cirque du Soleil style
Or like
swing.
just swing all the way around.
Yeah.
That could be true. Bowser's panicked shouts floated in the air. I looked away in amusement and glanced at Gerald. Catching my gaze, Gerald walked towards me, determined, and extended his hand.
Don't worry. Just relax and leave it to me.
I'll show him how to do swing play. Oh, he'll show you
That's
how to...
Nikki. I'm just saying that's Nikki.
That is Nikki. It's not you.
No.
It's certainly not the outfit you have on. I guess it's the shawl they just gave you.
I thought you wanted me to learn from Heidi.
I'm fine if you want it.
I imagined myself flying high into the sky and winced a little. What? Behind came his soft chuckles.
I will catch you if you fall.
Oh, BPM. BPM alert.
I don't think you should be doing wild stuff on a swing that's overrun with vines. I think that suggests something about the current state of its maintenance.
Hold on tight.
Oh,
so he had to learn this?
Yeah, he had to learn one of the parts of it.
His strong hands pushed the swing and sent me into the sky. Each swing seemed to bring our hearts closer together.
I don't think this
my
is...
answer earlier. Not everyone can feel the suffering of others and stand up. I think you're brave.
The gentle and fresh breeze touched my face as I blushed at his words. In the quiet corner, a soft breeze rustled through the leaves, and we seemed a part of nature. I just got an idea. Maybe I can try elegant and simple dresses to show a rustic feel.
Elegant and simple. Huh?
Zipped me right over here. Elegant and simple. Alright, let's sort by new again. Even though this is mostly the same stuff we saw before. Elegant and simple. I don't know. This seems elegant and simple. I'll go with this.
That seems elegant and simple to me. Yeah.
I disagree so strongly with this.
Oh my god.
Does that say something? Oh, it says Wanna on the top.
Of course.
This is not
Wow.
either of any. It's not any of them.
The fact that it is like a regular jeans belt.
Set sail with the sunset before time passes, and the moonlight guards her voyage in the dark. And the moonlight guards her voyage in the dark. There we go. This is nice.
Yeah.
Or shallow sleep. Oh, it's a two-piece gown.
Yeah. Wild. Don't see those.
Twilight
You look
poem?
like a doll. Like
The Blue
like
Shore. This is like pleather? There's like a pleather dress?
It is pleather. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's
kind of uncomfortable.
not simple.
This is just kind of messy.
I know it's a choice, but it is very funny to think of as like, oh no, I mismeasured.
Don't step on the grass, it'll cry. The pouty girl protects the pouty grass.
Aw. 0 charm points, 0 style percentage.
Yeah, fucking, yeah. Bare minimum on that thing. Okay. I think this is probably the one.
Sure. Elegant and
Maybe a
simple.
different color version?
Sure.
Oh, I don't have enough trend color charts.
Ooh, what are the other base ones that they give you? Or do you not get these? Eef. I don't... Maybe.
The other thing is I can fiddle with the colors I already have.
Oh,
So,
I see.
like,
Oh, that's a big difference. Okay.
yeah. Oh, I see. It's those ties.
Mm.
Hmm. It's so annoying how it jumps every fucking
It's
time.
so annoying. Oh, I see. Do you see? Yeah. Like on the collar.
Yeah.
Weird.
This is fine. It's a little simple, but it is supposed to be a
Mhm.
simple outfit.
Mm-hmm.
It's on brand.
Yeah, probably different shoes, huh?
Yeah, shoes and socks.
I'm thinking about it, and I think the fact that Heidi and Bozer couldn't figure out the swing set is a bad sign for their relationship.
I can't get low
And
enough to
just
see these shoes.
their ability to
I
live
agree. Yeah.
in life.
It's yeah. Can't see the fucking shoes. Okay. Maybe Azure Crossing? That's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh my god.
Yikes.
Eternity. Oh, vow. I thought it said void. Eternity void.
That's just
Fancy.
fun. That's just fun to do.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cute.
it is cute.
I like that. That's very cute. And get
Was that-
this up
was that-
here.
Uh-huh. Oh, simple.
Yeah.
Elegant and simple.
Elegant and simple.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's just my Honestly, that works better than I thought it would.
Yeah, it brings in the roundness of these pearls with
Yeah.
the red of this.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I
It's
don't
like
hate it.
Contemporary, you know? I don't think this is a necklace outfit.
I bet not.
I don't think there's going to be
No.
anything for us here.
That's a boat. That's a... Yeah. Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's it, I think.
Aroma
What's the other one?
essence.
Is there one of the other... Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's 2 different fingers on this hand. I gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Okay, my favorite category of accessory is handheld, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Crane Chalet.
Who you hexing?
Peninsula Summer.
Oh, there's nothing
Clear
in there.
Purse for concert. You take it to a concert.
Oh, sure. You're not going to a concert. You're going to the girls' festival.
True.
So they check
that's
bags
true.
at the girls' festival. Oh, there's the newspaper.
There's the newspaper. Black Serenade.
Or does
Fluffy
it say
Cutie.
fluffy cute? Fluffy cutie. It said fluffy cube.
Night Black Tea. Oh, Girls' Tea
Cute.
Party. That's what you do for Girls'
That's
Day.
right. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Girls' Day.
It's a very important cupcake.
Emergency cupcake. Break
It's a bomb.
glass to cupcake.
Can I dye the cupcake? Can I get a dark version of the cupcake? Oh, gross.
Oh, like the... Yeah.
That one's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I actually have stuff to... I have the specialty stuff for this. That's good. I would love this... Oh, I guess I can't change the pink. It's just... that. Okay. Never mind.
Oh, that's annoying.
A little bit annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Floating. No, we're fine. Okay. Lipstick.
There you go.
Yeah, just blood. Just some blood.
Just some blood.
It's just blood.
Elegant and simple.
Terrifying eyes.
I don't like... Those eyes look so like deer in headlights, the one that you were on before.
It's wild to me how few normal sets of eyes there are.
Yeah, I don't get it. Cause like that's not
everything has like some sort of weird bullshit right in the middle. These are the ones I use the most.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do fish blessing? No.
Fish blessing.
Fish blessing. It's fine.
It is fine.
Quick deploy. Fish Larry.
Fish Larry. Perfect. Oh, it was a heart, right? That's
a little K-pop heart symbol.
Yeah.
I'll
All
teach you.
Here we go.
Hey,
Last two.
it's time to get up.
In the dazzling white light, I heard a familiar voice calling my name.
Show a little more enthusiasm. She can't feel it.
What? Who is it? It sounded like, well, it didn't sound like Larry, but it sounded close enough to Larry to make me unhappy.
I think it's Bowser.
It's probably Bowser. The memories were coming back as I tried to open my eyes. Gerald and I got up early as planned for training. Did I pass out?
I think so, while training.
Was I too tired yesterday? I fell asleep waiting in the foyer.
Not bad. And you'll get a pass on waking the girl up.
Bowser smilingly patted Gerald's shoulder, but I saw his features harden. It was the second day of special training. The participants would compete in farm work early in the morning. Oh my god, I forgot about the farm work.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Gerald offered to experience farming together, but Heidi worried that it would be too hard for us.
A piece of cake.
Why did he...
Flash-
oh, because it's a memory.
flashback
I
vision.
see. I see.
Together, we cut firewood in the hills, fetched water from a mountain spring, and returned to the town.
Phew. He doesn't look like a city guy at all. It's amazing.
It's interesting to see the boss working in the fields, and he's full of stamina. He's not my boss. I don't know why I'm calling him the boss.
He's the boss.
Of course, he didn't hear me. Gerald wiped the sweat beading on his forehead and tied the bundle tight. The girls' festival had finally come. Early in the morning, the whole town gathered around the stage. We nervously watched each round of votes and relaxed until we heard the name of Bowser. Same.
God, it's so funny.
The 2 days of Spartan training were effective. Bowser distinguished himself in the farm work and swing play.
The next event was pounding glutinous rice into paste.
Sure.
Oh,
It was?
what's wrong with the seated Bowser? He can't swing the
The
hammer.
seated Bowser?
The seated Bowser. Huh? You telling me this Bowser got seated?
He didn't train for glutinous rice play.
He didn't.
Bozer shook his arms, raised his eyebrows, put the hammer down, and wiped the sweat from his face. Of course, he was tired. Bent on winning, he used all his strength each round. Heidi eagerly called out his name and fought her way through the crowd, trying to get closer to him on stage.
Oh, you're the young man from the other day. Why are you here? You're not in.
You're not in? Tell me, are you in?
The townsman we met the other day recognized Gerald, but Gerald looked at me.
How do you feel? Do you want me to participate in the competition?
No,
Gosh,
we have a scheme.
That would be so fucked up.
We're doing a fucking scheme, guy. His gaze somehow relieved my anxiety. Go ahead. Maybe you can help Bozer on stage. Just the opposite. He's Gerald. Gerald took the stage and quickly gained favor with the crowd for his good look and outstanding performance. This is what I'm fucking talking about, dude.
Win. Yeah.
He was a guest of Heidi? Impressive.
The crowd talked about Gerald's deeds over the past few days, and even his flavored ice cream was highly praised. That hasn't come up. He hasn't done ice cream here.
But this is canon. This really happened.
Ice cream is his like hobby.
How is it not his business?
No.
Ice cream.
His business is like cybersecurity or something.
Okay, right.
He just likes, or like he also makes VR stuff.
Yeah.
And something about lab testing. I don't know, but he just likes to make ice cream also.
Right, I remember the flavors.
Yeah.
Like a flavor choice one that you did once.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
It feels like familiar. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry about their guesses. Just then, Heidi called me back to reality. He has more votes than Bozer? The plan, yeah, duh. No, I need to find a way out. Close brackets. How are they gonna get out of this one? Gerald would soon overtake Bozer to the first spot. I racked my brain for a solution. The rules. Yes, the handkerchief. I pushed through the crowd and threw a handkerchief at Gerald. He paused for a moment and smiled with relief.
I can't go to the next round.
What?
Because he's taking your handkerchief.
So popular. What?
As you can see, I received the handkerchief from Miss Wright.
Huh?
They mentioned this sort of.
But I didn't understand who Miss Wright was.
I think just like you're chosen.
Right, like the person you actually like. If they give you a handkerchief, then you fail?
I think so.
That sucks.
Well, I think it's like, I don't think it's you fail. I think it's like, I'm off the market. Because this whole thing is like, girls are like looking at boys showing off and they're like giving them their handkerchiefs to mark
That's
them
a good point.
as like, ooh, I like this guy, you know?
Right. Okay. After showing the handkerchief to the noisy crowd, Gerald managed to come back to me.
Good idea. Well done.
You didn't even have to go on the stage at all. Like,
No.
This was a fake problem. You're not bad, popular star. Luckily, it's a multiple voting system, and Gerald has most of the votes. Wow.
Wait.
Bozer was not far behind. With Heidi's encouragement, he pulled himself together. The final round was local dance performances. Holding a palm leaf, each participant invited a girl for dance.
Are you nervous?
No.
You're not in the competition
We're
anymore.
not doing this anymore. I shook my head, even though Bozer was not good at dancing and so close to the previous place. Bozer and Heidi waved the leaf like a pair of birds cuddling against each other and a pair of butterflies.
Yeah, Daisy Pat's not super good at simile, you know? Well, how would you describe it? Well, it was like a pair of birds cuddling against each other and a pair of butterflies.
He was like a pair of birds, right? And she was a pair of butterflies.
Yeah, right, of course.
The girls seemed to get something from the dance and Heidi's call. They gave their handkerchief to Bozer. Did we win? Heidi threw herself at me. She was too excited to say a word, but thanked me. Bowser took the final stage, speaking in a shaky voice either from nervousness or exhaustion.
I want to say thank you to Heidi. Thank you for training with me these days. Can't believe that I made it.
Germa? That's like Germa.
Bowser Andy.
Makeover Andy.
Makeover Andy, yeah.
Ying, if I can do this, we can
Swing
open
play
workshop
Andy.
together, as planned.
Okay. Amidst cheers and shouts, Heidi dashed to the stage and hugged Bowser tightly.
Chat,
Then
I'm
she
not
shouted
going
to
to
the
take.
crowd.
I'm not going to take the handkerchief. I'm not taking the handkerchief. I won't take the handkerchief.
We already got the handkerchief ending.
Yes.
Mom!
-1s. Why mine?
We love each other, and I don't want to marry a man I don't even know.
You'll take 1,000 off the debt if I take the handkerchief.
If I take the handkerchief? Yeah.
All eyes were on Heidi's mother. She frowned at the couple on stage.
I'm sorry, Mom, but I have the freedom to choose who I love and my life. I will
So
never
true.
end up as in the legend.
Who? Whose mother finally gave in? That's not either of her names.
That's a third name. Third name just dropped.
Maybe her name was originally like Ying Hu or something.
It must have been.
Though reluctantly, whose mother finally gave in, though reluctantly, which was enough to send the couple into raptures. Looks like she cannot ignore their efforts and determination, but some tests are necessary. Oh, so she was like fine with it actually?
Yeah, I think she's fine with it now.
She was just like pushing. Some
maybe.
tests are necessary to make sure they really mean it.
Some tests are necessary.
It's great to get this result.
Thanks, Gerald.
Our chat was interrupted by Heidi. Gerald and I had to step onto the stage and picked up a palm leaf. Had to? Together with the townspeople, we danced to the enthusiastic music until midnight. A bonfire was lit in the square and the crowd faded away. Couples were chatting intimately in the darkness.
Oh.
The trip is coming to an end. I hate having to leave this place. Away from the crowd, Gerald and I strolled in the quiet old town. The moment of leisure was like a dream.
It might be good to live here.
Slow down. I cast a sudden look at him, meeting his serious gaze.
Oh.
Really? This is not quite your style.
Why not? The people here are simple, and life here is simple too.
Exactly. Also, don't call people simple.
Yeah, it's fucked up, dude.
And the company of the beloved one.
I'm like 99% sure most of the time that this game isn't written by AI. Maybe it's translated by AI or there's some AI help.
Yeah, sure.
But that line...
The beloved one.
And the company of the, quote, beloved one. I don't know.
Yeah. No, the beloved one is like the deity of a cult, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a serpent in a hat.
Yeah. Which
Gerald
is cool.
It is cool. Placed the handkerchief gently in my hand, gazing at me sincerely. Heidi and Bowser came to say thank you before we left the town, and that we could turn to them if we need help. As they waved us goodbye, Gerald and I bid farewell to the unforgettable town we stayed briefly. I carefully put away the handkerchief with my memories of the old town and the starlight in his eyes that night. And then evolved to unlock.
And it's probably just they go home
Avatar.
and he's like, I'll always remember.
Or like, like I remember this shawl. Or you like you use the shawl in the contest, the ethnic clothing contest.
The ethnic clothing contest, right. Yeah.
Okay. So the last thing I want to show is that thing that I mentioned.
Right.
That I was going to
to
save, but it was in relation to the guy being like, you should put Gerald in a dress.
Yeah. New SR? New... Oh my god. Wow. The connoisseur.
The connoisseur.
Is there reverse? Oh, we gotta see the animation. Alright, it's just... Wow. Okay. Now, what do we have here?
He seems to be in a freezer also.
Oh,
Because he's like,
do you think
there's like breath?
Yeah, he's in the freezer. Do you think his hands are also handcuffed, like the handcuffs in the foreground?
I think, well, he's tied up with demon ribbon, right? So like,
Right.
I don't know.
How many things is this?
This one.
Chat seems active. Consider clipping this moment for friends at the table. That's an update.
That's handy. That's a good tip. This one is 6 installments.
Okay, so we should save. This is long.
And they're all talkers, yeah.
And there probably no voice acting because it's an SR and an SSR. Or do those also get voice acting sometimes?
They get voice acting sometimes. It's not consistent, unfortunately.
Do we get an evolved
And the
pose?
evolution is this.
Oh my god. Is that hot wax on him or blood?
I think it's
What's that
nail.
hand
It looks
do?
like
Oh.
she's painting him.
It does.
Maybe
It
it's like
does look
lipstick
like
or
that.
nail polish. I don't know where you put nail polish on guys' abs, though. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's a candle? No, but she's holding it weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is why I thought it was funny when the guy was like, you should put Gerald in a dress.
And they learned that they should eventually.
Yep.
Good.
I mean, I guess I don't know that this is a dress. My brain's auto-completing it to be a maid outfit, but it could just
It's
be
a
like
maid outfit.
pants
What
and
are
a
you
shirt and an
talking
apron.
about? Oh,
Because his knee,
get.
he's like got pant knees, you know? Or maybe that's a skirt. I don't know.
To me, he does have pant knees, but like
there's
I
also
think
puff
it's a
sleeves
maid
there.
outfit. It's a maid outfit.
Yeah.
He does have pant legs, but I don't know.
It's a mystery for another day. It says 22
have
up there. Do you
the-
think it's 22 degrees in there, like Fahrenheit?
Maybe, yeah,
Or he's just in
probably. I
freezer
have
number
the
22.
Life Maker Global post for when this was announced.
Awesome.
It has a quote. Life Maker Global, Life Makeover, new SR ally, Gerald, the connoisseur, fire emoji, quote, "It's not like I can't show you if you really want to see me in this suit." Fire emoji. Romance is luxury at this time, and comfort is only possible in the connoisseur's house. Will the protective Gerald win your heart after this dangerous yet intoxicating task? Top response here. I thought this game was about fashion.
It's so funny. It's so funny because, like, just as a reminder, let's just scroll back to, like, the common cards.
Right, right.
Just guys in sweaters.
Just not a big deal.
Dead sisters. Yeah. This is, like, the kinkiest one. Is like he's got a mask. Like,
that's not even kinky. He's just
no,
at an
it's
event.
not. He's
well,
just
it's evolved.
You know.
Yeah, no. That's just Darian.
Yes. Yeah, it's tuxedo mask.
Like he is tuxedo mask.
100%.
Like,
but like that's the edgiest it gets.
Yeah.
In the R section.
Well, then the pirate one you said.
What?
The pirate one? Was that not
the pirate one's an SR?
One?
So the pirate one, this was originally the horniest one that I'd seen, which is still pretty up there.
That's up there. Yeah, there's a lot. I feel like they get towards bondage pretty often. It feels.
And then he's nude in a bath.
But that's the evolved. This wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
That bath is on a pirate ship apparently.
Okay.
It's hardly an honorable approach.
Yeah, they do like to tie the guys up, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. I'll quickly tease some of the. I'm not gonna go in the stories, but I'll tease some of the others that we have here.
The images, sure.
Yeah, we have.
I'm not leaving you alone.
Sean Lost Doll, who scares me a lot.
I thought that was his hand. I thought the crane was his hand.
No. This is shot from the perspective of us being trapped in a claw machine, though.
You're totally right.
Somehow I managed to. Oh, his eyes
creepy.
shimmering is scary.
Yeah.
Somehow I managed to get a second one of these, so I also have this.
You have the evolved story. You have the whole story here.
Well, SRs don't have evolved stories, only SSRs do.
I see.
I'm not leaving you alone in danger. Not even for a moment.
He has fangs also in this? I don't know. I don't like him.
He does seem to be doing the guy looking at the cat inside the store. You're not supposed to be in there. To you.
Only if you can listen to. Hey,
I thought it said Sean straight is what I thought that said.
This is the barbecue one. We already did that one. I just had the evolved one.
It's the time when the scenery is most beautiful and I'm Roy.
All right, this is the evolved
time
one.
to
Oh,
see.
I'm Roy. This is the one where I was like, is this AI voice? The first time I heard that one.
Yeah, I got a bunch of evolutions, like this fucking dog one.
This is the most mischievous partner I have met since I started my career.
It's a weird looking dog.
Do you
Is
want
this-
anything to eat? Nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
this is an
Do you
evolved
want
one,
anything
too.
to eat?
Yeah, with ice cream.
Pirate. All right, I got this.
Placed a bet with someone.
That's Al Hatham.
Only after I find the flower of eternity will I be able to regain my freedom.
Is he dating that deer? You get turned into the deer in this one?
That would be wild.
What's the class? Or was this default or is this evolved? That's default. I see. Oh!
Is he a deer?
He's a deer. He's a deer man. Deer boy.
I placed a bet with someone. Only after I find the flower of eternity will I be able to regain my freedom.
His finger's like in that deer's ear.
This is a story. This is. If you told me that this was a thing that happened to Solus, I'd be like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It's only free after you find the flower of
that's
eternity.
it's
There's a hollow
vaguely
there.
hollow-like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not wrong. I mean, the black and gold, that's a motif that he likes for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's just a scratch, honestly. Don't worry. It's just a
I
scratch.
don't remember if... Oh, this one's like... Okay, I haven't done that one, but
Finding
it's
nothing.
like... Yeah, it's one of his... It's from his, like,
It's just a scratch,
side story
honestly.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
This is the copy specially made for you.
Yeah. Wait, did I... Okay, I did the... I don't even remember this at all. I have no idea what this story was about. Keyboard Roy. I don't know. Anyway, I think that'll do it for today.
Wait, who's that little... What's the bottom one there? Who's the little creature?
Oh, that's, That's the robot, but she's, like, wearing a dress for some reason.
See. Story's locked. Why is the story locked? Is there no
They don't
story?
have, it's our level doesn't have story.
Boo.
I know. I agree. Not that I wouldn't like multiple more stories about my dead sister being dead, but oh, that's right. I evolved this. I got the version where her eyes
You
are
got the
closed.
closed eyes? Fuck. Oh, that's bad.
I don't know if the closed eyes is worse than the open glassy
The open eyes is really bad. The open eyes is a nightmare.
It's scary. It's very scary. I don't have that one. Where's the other dead sister card? Oh, right,
That
this one.
You're here.
Right, she evolves into dead sister.
Into dying, yeah.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Cool. Great. Man, okay.
Well.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and get back into the swing of doing these more than once every 2 months. And catch up on those boys. And maybe catch up on... I don't know if these events are worth it. I haven't looked at these. This one's gonna end today, but...
Probably not gonna get through it.
I don't know what the deal with that one is. I don't know.
Cool.
I'll look into it. Yeah. Thank y'all for hanging out. Austin, thank you for joining me for story time.
It was a joy.
Boy story time.
I wish I had done this yesterday because today I was on the Remap Radio. I could have
Oh,
been like,
I forgot.
Yeah, things I've been playing. I'm playing Life Makeover.
Yeah, I'm sure they would love to talk to you about that.
They might, you know.
They might, yeah, they might.
Yeah.
Anything we should plug? There's a Clapcast coming this Friday, I believe.
I think so. The new Media Club Plus out, I think, today or yesterday.
Yes, out today. Yep.
I've been listening to it.
There will be a newsletter next week.
Yeah, we
there
skipped the
wasn't one
newsletter
this week.
because of
There was kind of nothing to put in there. So I'm just
much.
gonna roll the stuff that there was into next week's. Instead, I asked what people's favorite artificial flavor was. If you have not weighed in on that and you are a patron, go to our Patreon and tell us what your favorite artificial flavor is. There's been a really strong representation for blue raspberry, which
I like blue raspberry.
I'm a little surprised. It's okay. I don't know.
Do you know vitamin water? Do y'all have vitamin water up there?
Yeah, I've never had it though.
there's a vitamin water flavor that's marked as acai blueberry pomegranate called Triple X. That's the name of the flavor. That reminds me of a type of like gummy candy I used to have as a kid that I can't ever quite identify what the gummy candy was. But whatever that is my favorite artificial flavor. I mean, I think this drink is natural flavors, but that candy definitely wasn't. So, if anybody knows, you gotta let me know. Yeah. I'll see if I can look it up. I've never like done the work of looking it up. Do you know what I mean?
That's surprising. You're like a good Googler. You're a good
I am
search.
a good Googler.
Search
I've just
doer.
never, I've never thought to in this case. I'll do it now and see if I can find it. Anyway.
Yeah. Have a good night, everyone. See you next time.